WURP Braddock. WURP Braddock. Pittsburgh's new talk radio station is 1550 The Edge. The Edge.
I'm Doug Russell. Game 3 of the World Series tonight in Houston. The White Sox.
This is the Don and Mike Show. Want to participate in a Don and Mike Show contest? How about this? You or a member of your household can only win once for 60 days. You must comply with any age limitations for each contest. For complete contest rules, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the mighty WJFK, P.O. Box 3649, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thank you, and God bless.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
Oh, my chair!
Well,
Don't like those.
those what, stairs?
Yeah. I'm out of breath. Oh, man, my chair's messed up again.
You got some of those announcements, Rob?
Yeah, key part,
This one?
yeah, number 4.
Here we go. They started the new Free FM.
Oh, good.
It's just as great as we thought it would be.
Free FM.
Again, why spend years branding radio stations across America with call letters that people can remember when you can have a knee-jerk reaction to Howard going to satellite and all of a sudden, company-wide, make all of your stations Free FM?
Exactly.
Hold on. Yeah, I was...
Free FM. 106.7 WJFK. Free FM.
It'll add even more weight to the debate about free speech.
106.7 WJFK.
At least the call letters are still there.
You are free to leave, sirs.
Transition.
So we can just go? Yes, sir.
106.7 WJFK.
Free
FM. Free.
They call me free.
Jesus.
Free FM. 106.7 WJFK.
Enough.
I have more.
I know you do.
Lots
They
more.
were up all night working on their special tapes.
Where are the, the Free Me? You know that song? Who did that song?
I don't know.
Freebird would be
recognize
another
it.
one you could put in
Freebird?
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Free. I'm still out of breath.
Fear FM.
Fear FM. That's
Fear
what it is.
FM.
Well,
Yeah.
there's good news, and of course for us there's nothing but bad news.
Of course.
The good news is that the company, even our company Infinity Broadcasting,
Yes.
even with this incredibly asinine idea that they're going to rebrand all of the radio stations as Free FM because Howard's going to satellite, so no better way to let people know that what you're listening to now, you ain't paying for it.
It's free.
Now that's stupid, but what that has done is there's a lot of stations in the company that have switched format today, including a station in San Francisco,
Right.
San Diego, Tim Sabian's old station,
Yes.
station in New York, about 15 stations today. See if you can guess. Now, Don and Mike Show, always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Right.
I was looking at the list today of the restructuring of all of the shows. And I see even outside the morning shows where they've had all of the shuffling.
Right.
That there are some shows like the Frank and Frosty show.
Who?
Yeah. Well, they're on in Los Angeles, but now they're also on in San Francisco and San Diego. Good for them. They picked up 2 stations. They're not even syndicated.
Okay.
Like we are syndicated. Tom Likas.
Yes.
Hey, he's a good Infinity guy.
Yeah, he always has been.
Let's put him on about 6 of those stations.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's good for him.
Very nice.
Some guy named Rover.
Who?
Yeah, right. He got 10 stations today.
Where was he before?
Cleveland.
Anywhere else?
Oh, yeah. Well, now he's everywhere.
All right.
Now he's everywhere. Anyway, with all of this happening and the company having all of a sudden all of these FM talk stations, because understand what Infinity did today was they took about 15 stations that had been playing music and they made them all talk.
Right.
Today, the whole tray?
Yeah, right. So they need shows. They desperately need shows.
Oh, we've got a show.
And here we are in the on-deck circle.
Waiting. Waving our hands above our heads going, hey, put
hold
me
on.
in, coach. I'm
No.
ready to play.
Give me the timpani, Rob.
If they're trying to tell us something.
No, they're not. I mean, I think you're going to be happily surprised.
Really?
When I tell you that on this momentous day in Infinity Broadcasting history, the day that they announced that David Lee Roth was the nationwide successor to Howard Stern, brilliant move, on the day that they decided Free FM and that they were really going to back FM Talk as a company.
Yes.
We finally are heard exactly where we were yesterday.
Yeah! And they do love us.
Absolutely no clears for the Don and Mike Show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Again, that news. Absolutely no clears.
Salute!
Maybe if we'd had better ratings.
It does. And we will not waste any time on this. We will get right to the show today. We have been assured from the highest level of local management that he's not the one that hates us.
That's good to know.
And that next week we'll be speaking to a room full of people.
That maybe we can find out if somebody hates us. I'm not optimistic about that, but boy. Or maybe we can really make them hate us more.
Well, They already do. They already do hate us. I mean, this is the unique relationship that we have with the upper management in this company. Mm-hmm. They hate us, and we're really not sure why. We're not sure why, like, they wouldn't even want to just throw us on some of these stations that they desperately need DJs on. It's like every schmuck in this company is getting a chance to be syndicated and be heard on more stations except for us. Oh, and they did point out that there are two guys who apparently are hated as much as we are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
The guy in Chicago, Steve Dahl.
Yes.
Good
they said to me today, you know, he's not getting anything.
We hate him, too.
He's not getting anything. And there's some guy I've never heard of who I guess is a big deal in Dallas named Russ Martin. They wanted me to know that he ain't getting nothing either.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Thank you.
So it's not just
Did
us.
you say thank you?
Yeah.
Good.
I said, good. Misery loves company.
Very good.
And then I played that great song by Soul Asylum, Misery. Mm-hmm. That one put me out of my misery.
Put me in, folks. I'm ready to play. Coach.
A very exciting day as they take all of these heritage radio stations, you know, and we have discussed this before. And I've been asked if I'm going to discuss such great monumental brain farts as taking radio station call letters like the first name that you call the radio station by. You know the station you're listening to us on, either by dial position or by call letters.
Yes.
Okay? Here in Washington, D.C., it's WJFK. Mm-hmm. It has been for freaking ever, right?
The Don and Mike Show, WJFK.
Well, now it's Free FM.
Now, are they going to change the call letters?
No, they're going to keep the call letters, but it's a transition. In the beginning, they're going to say Free FM 106.7 WJFK. Eventually, it'll just be Free FM 106.7.
Oh, no, they can't do that.
No, they're doing that.
They
should
stop.
And I have been asked to stop saying that all of the executives should be lined up and shot with simply one bullet.
Well, that was funny.
Well, Mike, I've been told
you said
perhaps
that. You might feel it deep in your heart, but you said it to be funny.
But I got a feeling in my gut that's part of the reason that we're not getting any stations today.
Huh.
All right, then we'll modify it. Line them all up and shoot them one at a time.
That's much better.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're going to have to buy more bullets.
Thank you. Yeah, well, we can splurge.
Worth it.
We can splurge for something that special.
Free FM. Free FM. This is the biggest knee-jerk. I mean, I don't care. It ain't my candy store. As long as you remember that you're listening to the Don and Mike Show.
That's all that matters to us.
If anyone asks you what radio show you're listening to, say the Don and Mike Show.
Right. Right.
But, it ain't my sandbox. This is a pretty dumb way to run a radio company, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you have stations and people know the stations, and we're talking about it in some cases. Now, a lot of people will go, I listen to 105.7, or I listen to 105.1. But there are some people that go, I listen to Live 105, or I listen to 105 KQ, BJ, whatever it is. Yeah. Well, now, that's all gone. That's all gone.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. But I'm confident.
You're confident about what?
I'm confident that I will enjoy my dinner tonight.
I'm confident that we'll have another great show.
Yes.
Because I believe more than ever And we'll find out when we talk to the executives that hate us next week.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe more than ever we know exactly where we stand.
Sure.
And we're fine. And again, we're fine with it.
And you have good shows when you're auditioning. I mean, you're coming to work every day and doing a good show.
When you care.
Did you say something under your breath there?
I might have slipped. Sorry about that.
Did you say auditioning?
No.
I heard you say auditioning.
Silly man.
I heard you say that.
Oh.
You're on Free FM.
No, not at all.
Free FM because Howard's going to satellite. Free FM.
Bye-bye.
Howard Free FM.
Great move, incident.
Now that's funny. That's pretty good, Buzz.
Howard Free FM.
At David Lee Roth move. You know, I put that.
I've never heard him.
He's fantastic.
No one has.
He's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I give him 30 days. They might as well have hired Danny Bonaducci.
Right. He was on the list.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was on the short list.
You bet he was. But us, we can't. I swear to God, we cannot get a clear for the show in Anchorage, Alaska.
Well, you can't do that. You can't expect that. You know why? You know why? We have a track record.
They hate us.
We have a track record.
Yeah, but
A successful track record.
they hate
Look
us.
at the people that didn't get it, you know?
Yeah.
Really?
Pretty good company.
Today's just one of those days. It was the day I got up and I knew that all the changes were going to be happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I was excited, you know, sat by my phone, you know, like going, ring, come on. Sabian's out of Philly. I know that we'll get our clear back in Philadelphia.
We're going back.
No. They've got, I looked at their lineup. I think it's...
Is Cousin Ed going to talk now?
Oh, no, Cousin Ed got fired.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Well,
That's right.
So you found something pleasant.
It could be worse.
But the show, I think, one of the shows they put on YSP today was something called Rocco and the Janitor. And I've got to think strictly on name alone.
Yeah.
We've got to be a better show than that. At least it's just our names. I mean, my name is a fake name, but at least that's your real name. I'm sure that guy's not really Rocco and the other guy's not really the janitor.
Or
how about this? My last name begins with O. Why don't I change my name to The Orderly? Donnie and The Orderly.
Well, then,
how about I adopt a new voice?
If I ever ditched you, I'd say
Disorderlies! Rated PG.
Okay, that's it. Pep talk over.
Uh-huh.
Thanks again, Infinity. Again, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. On a great day when all kinds of disc jockeys throughout the company are able to find out that they're going to be on in different markets.
Doing new things, new places, exciting change.
Thanks.
Exciting new change. There's really nothing exciting.
Thanks. Well, no. Hold on. Didn't he tell us they're going to name the building after us? You think I'm kidding? Didn't he say that? And incidentally, didn't we say we'd be all for that?
We did.
Do it. As a matter of fact, we're just upstairs with the spineless one.
We'll believe it when we see it.
Said, do it. Rename the building now. Announce it every hour on the air. Live from the Don and Mike building. Here's Howard Stern.
I like it.
Do it.
I'd love that.
I dare you.
We both have enough ego where we'd like that.
Sure, why not?
Of course. I mean, we didn't get any stations today.
It hasn't been done yet.
But really, they don't really have to make the sign. You could just say it.
I'd like to see that.
No.
I'm sorry. I'd like to hear that.
That won't happen, Mike.
So you say.
The Don and Mike Brown building.
Yes, it is brown.
Brown.
Very.
Real brown. Hello, Don and Mike show.
I'm absolutely dumbfounded and upset that you guys didn't get more affiliates, especially since you get such great callers.
Yeah.
We surely do.
Yeah, maybe it's your fault. Maybe it's not our fault. Maybe it's you guys that are listening. Hello, Don and Mike show. Still happy to be where we are with our little corner of the universe, which will continue to be a very small, tiny. I almost feel like in Animal House, you know, under that fingernail, there could be like societies and
That's us.
the Don and Mike radio show with their 28 affiliates.
It's funny you feel like that. I kind of feel like Animal House when we're at that frat party with Jugdish on the sofa. Oh, then you'll have something in common. Then you'll have something to talk about with Jugdish and Flounder.
Yeah. Hello there, Don and Mike show.
Hi, gentlemen.
Hi there.
Unfortunately, I'm one of the guys that's fortunate enough to actually pick up both the Philly and your market where you guys are at.
Okay.
I heard the Philly train wreck. Just wanted to let you guys know that I hope you guys maintain the format you have and you don't get sucked like apparently they're doing it with this guy in Philly.
Well, listen, I want to just say it's an awful idea, this free FM. But it really, at some point, you got to say, what do we got to do? Who do we got to kill to get who do we got to kill to get a clear?
Well, I enjoy your show, and I'm glad I still can pick it up. So
thank you, my friend. We appreciate it.
And God bless.
All right, thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
God bless.
God bless.
Good night and God bless. It's like Red Skelton.
Hello there, Don and Mike show.
I'm sorry. Sorry, kids.
Don and Mike, Radio God.
It's an old comedian.
Don't worry about it anymore, Mike. Hello.
Radio God.
Hi there.
Hey, I think it's great that they're putting all these idiots and yahoos around you because it's actually going to make you sound like you know what you're doing.
Red Skelton, Kate Smith, Minnie Pearl.
Hello there. Don and Mike show. Oh, we've not even opened up the show. We haven't really started the show.
We'll get to
Hello.
And will it be the O'Mara bathroom in the Don and Mike building?
No.
Doesn't have to be. I think it should be the Beth Ann McBride bathroom.
Yes, and only in the men's room.
Baby.
Oh.
Baby. Oh, okay. Before we start the show today, I think we have, because we're close to Halloween, it's going to be a scary show today.
Scary. We're not kidding you this time.
Very scary. Let's go. Scared kids? There we go. Let's begin the show.
I am William Castle, the director of the motion picture you're about to see.
How are you?
Hi, Bill.
I feel obligated to warn you that some of the sensations, some of the physical reactions which the actors on the screen will feel
Theater
will also be experienced for the first time in motion picture history by certain members of this audience. I say certain members because some people are more sensitive to these mysterious electronic impulses than others. These unfortunate, sensitive people will at times feel a strange, tingling sensation.
Tingling.
Others will feel it less strongly.
The tingling.
Don't be alarmed. You can protect yourself.
How?
At any time you are conscious of a tingling sensation,
I am right now.
you may obtain immediate relief by screaming. Don't be embarrassed about opening your mouth and letting rip with all you've got. Because the person in the seat right next to you will probably be screaming too. And remember this.
What's that?
Yes.
A scream at the right time may save your life.
Save my life.
Hard to believe they don't want to put the show on in more cities.
And in the morning.
That's quality right there.
Don and Mike Show.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe.
Oh, hi there.
Now listen.
Hello.
I don't care. You can keep us at the same.
Hello.
28 markets.
Hello.
Give everybody else a leg up. I don't know. You know why? Because your bitches are back. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Don and Mike.
Hello.
Hi there, Julia. Oh, how about the door?
What's up?
How about right from the Don and Mike building? My ass. Here now is Rob, who is partially Jewish, right?
Yes, just a portion of me is Jewish, not the entire being.
What percentage?
Roughly?
Yes.
15 1/20.
Hi. It's me, Super Jew.
How's your Papa Mustache? And good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Popcorn Ball. Yeah. And all the ships at sea. The guys who thought Infinity should have signed Teller. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Yeah.
There he is. Mike O'Mara.
We get jokes. Teller's the one that don't speak.
Right.
Okay, we'll start today with the EJ, and the BIH is back. It's the Don and Mike Show. And it's a new episode, everybody. Mike, on this Tuesday. 102505.
Hi, Don and Mike. Buzz Burbank here.
No, it's not retarded.
Howdy, Buzzer. You can call us from anywhere in America. Here are the numbers that I should mention. They're free. 877-365-3636 from Canada and Mexico and anywhere on the internet where you can't use the 877. Call 800-636-1067. And if you're listening on Free FM, on WJFK, like the Dead President. If you're listening on the Dead Prez station, if you're listening and got lead in the head, 1067, you can call us at 202-432-1067. The show is also on the internet. Go to DonandMikeWebsite.com. Click on the Listen Live. Go to RadioMat.com, but good luck finding which station we're on because now they're all called Free FM.
Yeah, a little confusing now.
All right, so go to, let me see, check the stream.
Hey, it's still strong.
Oh, you go to the Washington, D.C. station or Baltimore station or the Las Vegas station or the Pittsburgh station. And hold on. I mean, it's buffering. Buffering.
Should be here.
And let me shake it.
There it is.
There you go. Sometimes you just got to shake the computer. The bitch is back. Your bitches are back. The bitches of Infinity Broadcasting are here.
We're here. We're queer. We're not going skiing.
The battered wives of Infinity are here.
Oh, man.
What's wrong, Mike?
I just came in late and my chair's all messed up and, you know.
The abused housewives of Infinity Broadcasting are here.
Here we are.
Hi, we're wearing our house coats, waiting for you to show up at the end of the long day. Please beat the S out of us, but when the cops arrive, we'll say, no, don't take them away. They're great radio managers. We love them.
Only after they take their shirts off and they get in the back of the cruiser. That's when we burst into tears and say, no, I don't want to prosecute. Please. No.
Oh, coming to you from the Don and Mike building. Right. That's funny. That's just funny.
It is.
Okay, let's start the show. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Hello there, Don and Mike show.
Don and Mike Radio God.
Howdy, how are you?
How are you? Great.
Sorry,
I'm
Mike.
a transplant from Sacramento.
I turned your microphone off. Sorry, Mike.
I was going to say, how are you anyway?
How are you?
All right, what can we do for you?
Well, I want to say thank you for making my life so much greater. And, Don, I want to give you some mad love and some props for that guy that asked what Bart looked like early last week and call him a faggot.
Oh, but thanks for bringing that moment up. Thanks for bringing up when that pedophile wanted to know what my son looked like.
I got you guys there, but I don't know where you are up here. And I didn't know if there was anything.
Again, where is up here?
I guess
Philly.
Philly, WISP. Yeah, we should be on there starting today.
94.1.
94.1, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Thank you. Call us back and tell us how you like the new show.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Look forward to it.
That's funny.
And like my new nom de plume of the janitor.
Don and Mike show. Hello. Hello.
Hey, Don and Mike, how you doing?
Hey, we're doing fine.
Hey, just want to let you guys know, if it makes you feel any better about missing out on those markets, we were listening to you for the past 7 months over the internet in the Green Zone in Baghdad, Iraq.
Oh, well,
I like that. That does make that legitimately makes us feel better.
For those who serve, thank you, my friend.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Thank you.
See you later.
Nice. That does make us feel better.
Sure, there you go. And listen, we're happy with our little corner of God's green acre.
You see that little cement truck that blew up? Did you see that one? Where the at the hotel where they God.
Oh, in Iraq?
If that doesn't give you a little perspective on it, back up again, can't get through the barbed wire, and then the guy goes, well, I'm not going to get to the hotel. I will blow it up anyway.
Listen, all I know about Iraq is things are going great there.
Yeah.
That we're kicking some ass. That Bush is doing a great job, and they've all voted. And all the chicks wear hot tops and lots of
tube
makeup.
Tops,
tube top. Well,
and
they
hot
wear,
pants,
pants, and shorty shorts and booty shorts, and chicks they have topless beaches now in Iraq.
And did you know that oral on the street is legal?
Yeah.
Did I?
And every Tuesday is ladies' night.
It's incredible.
Did I? That's why I'm going to Baghdad this weekend.
Yeah. Are you going to the Green Zone? That's a bar, isn't it? The Green Zone bar?
It's a chain. And then I'm going to go to Senior Frogs. And, of course, the Baghdad Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, it's the best.
Planet Hollywood. Wow. Why don't you open an O'Mara's in Baghdad?
I will. Consider it done, and thank you for the plug.
Thanks. Look Around Cafe.
Yeah, let's franchise that baby.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so we covered Free FM. Oh, you might want to get the football music ready. We're going to have to go through that here. Buzz.
Yes.
Here we go. Oh, and Rob, also, I will want an update from you on what crap you're selling on eBay.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Buzz has
Or
been...
Steinmart, as Rob likes to call it.
And that's not a Jew thing.
No.
That's because he's selling beer Stein.
Steinmart.
Yeah, you got to put the the German in it.
Welcome to Steinmart. I hope you're moving to Biermarkt as well as can be expected.
Not to be confused with Rob's name that he uses whenever he calls someone and says you're about to be on the air. He never says it's Rob Spiewak. He always says it's Rob Stein from CBS Radio.
Rob Stein.
Mm-hmm. Hi, it's Rob Stein.
I'm Rob Stein. Thank you for being on the show. Yes, it does.
Buzz, I did want to ask you something.
All right.
Now, the lovely Shondell that works here at the station.
She gave us a wave just a moment ago when the show was beginning.
Did she? Hi.
I seen her dancing.
She is having a Halloween party. She and her husband are having a Halloween party this weekend.
That's right.
And I've been invited. Now, I'm uncomfortable going.
Understood.
Because I'm not going to have my Frida with me, and I've generally not gone to anything yet. It's only been 3 months. Now, Mike, I had thought you and Carla were going, but
I'll go if you're going.
Well, no. See, here's the thing. I don't want to put that pressure. You've already said you're not going.
Yeah, I already said I was not going.
Rob already told me.
Can't go because of the kid.
Right.
He ain't going. Okay, so Buzz is going.
My wife's out of town, and I'm going alone as well.
Okay, but you're Buzz.
Right.
And it's different.
Well,
It's
sure.
different.
Of course it is.
You'll go there.
What are your concerns here?
Okay, here's the first concern, is that I'm going to get there and it's going to be couples, even though it's a Halloween party. It's a couples thing, and I don't have a couple. And even though I would go to these parties with Frida and we would occasionally split off, I would always know that I could come back and find her, and that if people were gosh, I hate to, if people were boring me, or if I was having a less than stellar time,
right,
I knew I could always, she was my refuge. I could always find her. Now, I know that if I go to this party with Buzz, well, forget it. If there's like a chick dressed as the Statue of Liberty,
he's going to scoot.
He's going to be standing there going, hi, how long did it take you to get into that outfit?
Can you light your flame?
Is that painted on? Because I've seen Buzz operate.
Right.
And now I'm not saying that Buzz is going to get laid at these things.
No, of course
But Buzz loves being like Hugh Hefner.
Right.
He does this in front of his wife when we go to a party. We go out socialize. Where's Buzz? Oh, look, he's talking to the hat check girl. Hi, say, what's the biggest size hat you've got over there?
Right.
So I'm afraid that, well, first off, the only costume that I have available is my Batman suit. And really without Frida, even though she hated it, I feel like even more of a retard.
Yeah, but you'd look good in it because you've lost all that weight.
Yeah.
It would fit better than when you wore it originally.
The rubber Batman suit. Then I'm concerned that, okay, let's say I find a costume and I'm going to go to this thing. But Buzz ain't going to be my refuge because he's going to find, like I said, there'll be the Statue of Liberty lady or a girl in a French maid outfit or whatever it is.
I've got several costumes that you could wear that are easy to find, and you could put them on. How about one of these? I saw this one. It's a square. Yeah. Looks like a package, a wrapped present.
Right.
Yeah. And on it, it's you inside of that with the head cut out and the armholes, like you're the boxy man. And on the tag, it says, 2 women from God. Yes, you go as God's gift to women.
Open me first.
I love that one.
Well, that's retarded.
Sorry, Mike.
That's just not me. Listen, so here's what I'm thinking. 2 things. First, if I do go to this party,
I could loan you some German uniforms. I have summer.
Okay, I know you do.
Dress.
I know you do.
How about this one? Okay. This is another one from this guy, Mike, I know.
Yeah.
All right. He has a lampshade that is his hat.
Yeah.
He wears it as his hat. And then he, once again, is in the box again, but this time he has a chest of drawers, and he goes as a one-night stand.
That's funny.
That is funny. Tell me something.
Yes?
How's he like life at the group home?
He loves it.
Getting them right
This guy, your
down.
friend Mike the Tard?
He loves it.
He wins best costume every year.
He's great.
But here's what I've decided. That without my sweet Frida, first off, if I go to this function.
So it's still an if.
If I go to this function, I will not wear a costume. I'm sorry, I just refuse to wear a costume.
That's legit.
And also, if I go to this function,
But see,
and now this is going to be
wait a minute.
this is going to be a total contradiction based on everything that I've just said about how alone I am going to feel and how awful I feel without Frida. But it is the truth. If I'm going to make the effort to go out and socialize and be uncomfortable without my sweet angel of almost 25 years, I've got to be guaranteed I'm going to get laid. I know that it's a huge contradiction of stuff happening here, and I don't really expect that I'm going to get laid, but who are you calling? What are you doing?
He's making a call.
Let me make a couple of phone calls.
See, you can use me as a refuge.
I can't.
I will be there for you.
You're going to be busy, and
no,
besides,
I'll be there for you.
No, when you say guaranteed you're going to get laid,
help with the other thing.
Well, I would
is this going to cure your anxiety?
No, what I would like, see, if I would go to a party with Frida that I would feel uncomfortable about going to, she would always be able to say, okay, if you go tonight and you're good and you don't make an ass out of yourself, we can have sex when we come home.
So you're looking for that. That's similar kind of reward.
Yes, and I realize that it's creepy, and I don't literally mean it, but it's like, God, I don't see. The thing is, I don't want to go to a party as a freaking widower and have everybody else dancing and having a good time and socializing and stuff. And I don't even want to really meet any other women. I just really want to pork one of the women here from the station who I could just, bang while they were in their costumes. And then
which one? Because I can really think that the only way...
Carte blanche, Mike.
Yeah, but the only way that would be appropriate would be the only person that's allowed to do that would be the hostess.
She's married. I shouldn't be saying it. This is so wrong. But these are my demands. If I do go to this party, if Shondell is listening...
People want you to come because they like you. And that's all that matters.
Keep telling yourself that.
And you know what? Couples...
Yeah, I'm like Stuart freaking Small because people like me. Please. You know what it is right now? People feel sorry for me.
Oh, that's not why you're invited to this party. Hey, now wait a minute. You know that's not why you're invited to this party.
With Shondell, I don't think that's the case.
Right. Exactly.
I don't think anyone feels sorry for you.
Well, they should. My life is a freaking mess.
I know.
See, there I go again. Contradicting myself.
You are a walking, talking contradiction.
So, I might go to the party. I will not wear a costume. I know I will not have Buzz as my refuge.
I will tell you, if you don't wear a costume, you're going to stand out. Which might not be a bad idea at all.
Because really, I don't know how else... there's no other way to put this. And I don't want to be...
Are you going to meet Buzz outside the party and walk in with him?
I don't even know if I'm going. I don't want to be undelicate about this topic because I don't want anything to take away from the memory of Frida and what she meant to me.
Why don't you guys go together?
But I want to get back to getting laid.
Yes.
You know, Daddy's got needs.
I know.
But here's the problem. There's all kinds of mental baggage.
I know.
You know what I mean? I can't even imagine getting into a relationship with a woman. I'm in love with Frida. Right. She's not here anymore.
I know what you've said before. The only way this could be possible, and you're not going to accept prostitutes.
No.
So that this can only be a simply no strings attached encounter. Only one.
Only one. That's all I need.
And unless it happens to be...
It won't
so
be.
wonderful that it works.
It won't be. Because, listen, unless I go to Shondell's party, what am I going to do to get laid? Have you ever known me to go to a bar, Mike?
You'd be treated like a king.
Shut up. You know what I mean.
You would.
Have you ever known me? Have you ever known me? I mean, before Frida or after Frida, where I've said, you know what I'd like to do?
I built a hiding place.
No, I'm not. I'm not going.
You have your own room.
I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
Secret with a couch.
I'm not like that.
Sex couch.
But what I would like is to go to this party, not have to wear a costume, try to feel like people weren't feeling sorry for me, and really just bang somebody till their airbags blow. Because I feel the need that
are there any singles coming to this party?
I'm sure there must be.
Are there any singles that might be as morally bankrupt as you are in this situation to actually push this? But with the moral bankruptcy, you have every right. I should say that. God has thrown several curveballs, my friend.
I know that this is disjointed, but these are the thoughts really that go through my mind. I think, do I want to go to the party? I probably should. It's probably good that I go out and interact with people. On the other hand, I don't want to go there without Frida. On the other hand, well, it might be fun, but on the other hand, then I think, but if I'm going to go and I'm going to put in the effort, I'm going to actually try to talk to people, try to be nice with people. Well, hell, I'd like to get laid. And if there's not a chance that I'm going to get laid, I can stay at home I mean, if I'm really crazy to see Buzz, I'll tell Buzz, come over and let's have a cocktail together. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you're saying
no
this
offense,
now.
Buzz.
If you were at that party and someone approaches you, if somebody walked up to you and was like super friendly, or I'm not even going to say super friendly. I'm going to say like completely flirtatious.
Let's go to the laundry room right now. Let's get it done.
Yeah, you're not doing it in her house.
Oh, yes. That's part of it. You think I'm going to bring whoever the skank is, or excuse me, the young lady that I have sex with, you think I'm going to bring her back to my home where my wife's pictures are around?
Well, okay, you're just telling I'm getting information. I'm not trying to pass judgment. I'm getting information. What I'm hearing, Shondell, is that you need to prepare a room for him.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding about all this.
Understood. Are you going to go?
No, of course not.
You're not going to the party?
No, I'm too awkward.
Wait a minute. Now, hold on a second.
No, that's the truth.
You're not going?
No, that's the truth.
You really should go.
That's the truth. These are all just the crazy thoughts that I really had. That really, I don't know about a costume. I am terribly awkward without Frida. I miss her tremendously. I can't imagine going to something by myself.
You weren't a social guy when Frida was alive.
No,
and so it's tough for you. I know that.
And the part about me wanting to get laid, that's just me just throwing that out there because I don't.
What's the harm?
Because I don't know what the solution to that one is, boys. I mean, I really don't think there's a solution to that.
There are so many solutions, and they're right at your fingertips. They truly are. It's amazing, especially in this area. You'd be amazed.
I told you, I ain't buying a girl.
Yellow Pages. Why not?
I'm not. If it ever happens again.
I don't advocate that. That's illegal.
If it ever happens again,
of course it is.
It'll be with someone that... No, not with someone that I love.
Right.
With someone who I can use and discard and feel good about it.
There you go.
Someone who I can...
She's out there somewhere.
Yeah, my receptacle. My next
someone who you have total disdain for outside of the physicality.
No, I could like her. No, you know what? I probably will not be able to like her.
Somebody one of those kind of relationships, like you see in the movies sometimes. Somebody you really just absolutely despise, but she's so hot.
Or maybe she
Clooney and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Remember when they hate each other?
Oh, where he's the lawyer,
and she's just horrible to him, and he's like, "God, you're beautiful."
I'm all over the place on this. Anyway, no, I'm not going to the party.
Oh, come on!
But is that a 100% done deal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
I'm not going. I feel oogie about it. But have a good time, Buzz. Have a good time because I know that there will be a Statue of Liberty lady there, or there will be a Hawaiian.
Do you think there's an outside chance we could call
anything.
Shondell and ask how many? Not for you, since you've established you're not going, but for Buzz here, how many singles might be, or if there are going to be any singles, or if it's going to be an all couples
do
party?
That for me.
What's her number? See, now I get what you're doing, but I was kidding about getting laid. Understand?
No, we're not doing this for you.
I know.
Okay, what's Shondell's
May I pass along to you that we're all getting entertainment value out of this?
Shondell's phone number.
Here we go.
2803.
Call the curly hairline today.
Oh, it's not straight today?
Not straight today.
Very humid out.
Hold on. It's not. I mean, it's humid out. It's freaking 40 degrees.
And raining, so that makes it humid.
You know, you are on her side of town.
Stop it.
No, that's the only reason I'm not going. It's just too far away.
Hello? Oh, good telephone. 2803.
Free phone.
Here from the Don and Mike building.
This is Shondell.
Hey, Shondell. It's Don and Mike.
Hey.
Are you listening?
I am listening.
Good. So you heard the discussion, Shondell. Just random curiosity.
Buzz, not for me.
Hey, I'm not even blaming Buzz. Say it's me, because I'm not going, and I think I told you that. I'm sorry about that. But how many, will there be any singles at this party?
There will be.
Hey, you got a rough number?
Probably 6 or 7.
6 or 7
females.
Or 7
single
women. Females.
Wow. Look at Buzz. Buzz, why don't you just, seriously, why don't you try not to grin as much as you're grinning? Look at him.
I can't help it.
He's all flushed. Jesus Christ, Buzz.
He's like a dog in heat.
You know, all these chicks know that your wife is just out of town this weekend.
That. And yes.
And I know,
obviously, I'm not going to do anything.
But you're a crazy flirt.
So this is a big shindig, huh, Shondell?
It is. It should be a lot of fun.
Well, I'm very sorry, but seriously, I'm a little too awkward.
I understand.
Okay, and I mean that, Shondell, because I do like you and Russ an awful lot. But I feel awkward. But is your sister married? It does.
I've never met Shondel's sister.
The apple don't fall far from the cart. In that family. All right, Shondell. Well, please, thank you.
You sound down, Shondell.
I am down, but you know what? I completely understand. I seriously do, and I only want you to be where you're going to feel comfortable.
And thank you for talking to me on the radio about this, so that we don't have to have the awkward discussion in real life.
Oh no, we will.
No, we won't. Okay,
I'm kidding. All right.
All right, bye, Shondell. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we just say goodbye to a broken heart, as far as I'm concerned.
Please. She'll get over it. She'll have, Richard Gere, American
the big winner, who just won the lottery in this little phone call. Look at him. He's practically unhinging his jaw. He's grinning so much.
6 single chicks.
I've got a costume and a bag by the door with your name on it, if you change your mind.
Buzz grins like that. You could seriously land a 747 on his cheek. It's amazing. Look at him. I'm sorry, I'm here at 7:30. The party starts at 8?
Am I early?
I'm early. Can I help in the kitchen? Well, greetings. What are you going to dress as?
Do I have to say?
Well, I think it would be fun for our listeners to know.
It'll be sort of out of context if I explain it here. Well, it's not a big deal. I'm going as the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, God.
It's with him, it always gets back to that, doesn't it?
Yeah, with the crotch cut out, like everything else with his junk hanging out.
Crotchless rabbit.
I'm the White Rabbit. Take a look at me.
Hey, Statue of Liberty, hi.
That's his mystical, unicorn, magical, horny man.
Funny.
That's what he is.
Oh, have a good time, Buzz. And thank you for indulging me there.
I would have a better time if you went.
I know you would, and I do appreciate it seriously. And, boy, now I don't have to tell Shondell in real life. That's great. Thank you. But I still really would like to get laid. I just don't see how that's going to happen.
You've laid out your criteria, and you know what?
Frankly,
it is a difficult criteria. What you do, you know how it's going to happen based on your criteria.
Yeah,
it's going to be one of these animal magnetism things where you're like, you're checking melons at the grocery store. The only way it would happen that with your criteria, the way you set it out, would be a penthouse letter if you got so lucky. If you got it so lucky where all of a sudden it's
like when I'm in an elevator?
Yeah, it's like,
Dear Penthouse, you're never going to believe this, but...
Not a chance.
Which means you have to act on those things. Might be a few slapped faces. But full speed ahead.
I'll just pull the emergency stop every time I get on an elevator from now on.
And just glare at the woman.
Hi,
no matter how old.
What could go wrong?
How you doing, baby? Yeah, baby.
Hello.
Now.
Say to her, yeah. How would you like to have sex?
How would you? You know that I know that you want me to.
How would you? And listen to this. How about this? My name is on a building, huh?
Yeah. Hey, don't jump the gun on that one.
I know. From the Don and Mike building, here's Howard Stern.
I will believe it when I hear it.
I'll laugh my ass off. And furthermore, I say run it every hour. Mm-hmm. From the Don and Mike building, here's Bill O'Reilly. Now, that would be worth the price of admission.
If it happens, but as I said.
The Don and Mike show, the dumb political guy that they've hired to be on at 7 p.m.
The more I hear you say it, the more I think it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. From the Don and Mike building. No, it's not. He's good at that. He's got the ventriloquist act going almost. Mm-hmm. It's Michael Hughes and his friend Butty. and what's great is that there's no string involved,
mm-hmm.
and
it's
rarely,
electronic.
Very rarely do you see his lips move.
It's electronic. It's like Jim Carrey talked. That award ceremony.
Like Ace Ventura. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yep.
The butt talker.
We shall see.
The butt talker, not to be confused with the ghost whisperer. Fridays.
Ghost whisperer. Oh, that's right. That's
CBS.
What's her name?
Yeah.
With
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
With Jugs Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Family-friendly show.
Hey, you know what? She'd be a good one for me to break the ice with.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sure. All right. Why drink the Corbel when you can have the bottle of Cristal right off the shelf?
Now, be careful if you send something to her CBS email address.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't send it to Don Hewitt. Because you don't want to have him.
Oh, he's semi-retired anyway.
The guy from 60 Minutes?
Hey, did they dump Andy Rooney?
No, he was just on this week.
But, I mean, he was on this week saying since they dropped me from the show.
Well, I
swear to God, I thought I heard him say that on 60 Minutes.
We would have read or heard something if Andy Rooney had gotten canned.
They have another humorist. It's almost as funny as Andy.
Oh, there's nobody can replace
that they alternate with, so maybe that's what he means.
Too many.
I understand that Andy got afternoon drive on about 8 brand new free FM stations. That's Andy Rooney this afternoon.
But they're calling him Free Rooney.
Free Rooney because they're doing a youth movement.
Yeah, Dave Price got a show today, too.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I did read? And then we'll hit our break here. One of the people that the company has hired on retainer to be talent at some of these new FM talk stations, David Cassidy.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Oh, good. Track record.
That's good. That's really good.
Sean not available.
Sean's actually working.
Yes,
Sean Cassidy is actually like a working director.
Producing shows.
Yeah, he's producing a sci-fi show, right?
Invasion.
Yes.
I don't think Cassidy will work as well as Roth because David Cassidy is not a trained EMT.
Is David Lee Roth?
Yeah, that's the job he's leaving to be in radio.
To take Howard's spot.
He's a New York EMT.
Wow.
He can resuscitate dead things.
Very exciting.
Yep.
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 Okay, there you go. Yep. As Michael Hughes said yesterday, no comment.
Mm-hmm.
No commento.
No commentino.
Fagolini.
Por favor.
Fagolini.
Fagolini.
Okay. Oh, fantasy football. We got that.
Yes.
We got that. Oh, and today we will also.
Hello, Don and Mike. This is Army Captain Dennis Murphy.
Yes.
And I just picked up Lieutenant Colonel Tom Gavin. Tom, what do you have to say to the guys?
It's a Sunday morning, and it's a good day today. The sun's shining, and we're going to the wedding.
Okay, that's Tom and Dennis going to an all-black wedding.
Let's go.
I already think it's special.
We've got the tapes.
10 to noon.
Hey, there's a hole.
Hold on. Are you telling me about it? So they announced the new lineup for the station today, and it says Junkies 5 to 10 a.m., 10 a.m. to noon, TBA. I'm like, what the hell's TBA? What show is that? And finally somebody says...
The tuberculosis show?
Yes.
To be announced.
Super.
To be announced. So they announced the new lineup for the station, except they don't really have the new lineup.
We're going to get a phone call now. I'll do the show.
And O'Reilly... Hey, good news. Not only is he not getting S-Can from the station, they're moving him back to his original time slot.
Yes.
So he can be heard live. I said, yes!
Nobody deserves it more.
Yes! That's good. Woo!
That show needs to be live.
That's smart.
Smartness abounds.
Here on Free FM, Infinity Broadcasting. What can I say? These guys know it all. They know radio. They live it. They breathe it. I applaud every one of their moves. They should not be lined up and they should not even be slapped.
Heavens no.
They should be lined up and they should each have their hands shook to say, outstanding job.
I'm glad you've come around, Don.
Outstanding job.
I'm really glad you've come around.
You executives are fantastic.
It's a good thing.
All of you. And incidentally, how much does it cost to get those initials on the sleeves? I love that.
Yeah.
Is that extra?
Hi. And all of you guys with the blue shirts and the white collar and the red tie.
Love that.
How do you get that in like a size 21 neck?
I love that look.
Does that have to be special made if you got like a 21 neck?
You bet it does.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Anyway, great, more great stuff from Infinity. And the good news is we're here, we're queer, we've still got our gig. So we'll be right back on Jack FM.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, right.
The Don and Mike Show.
Here's some guy from the Ravens, from the Cowboys, Hard Knocks.
No matter what you are.
I think that's who that was. Oh, well, this is, Def Leppard. Do the Badfinger thing.
If you really knew them, you'd hate them. Don and Mike.
Right. Thank you, Dude Walker. Well, everything's cool with Shondell, the nice lady that works here at the station.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
We just talked out of the hallway, and I said, I'm sorry to, put you in the awkward position, but I didn't want to tell you off the air how awkward I was feeling. And she is really such a nice lady and such a sweet friend. And she touched my hand and said, don't worry about it. And
what happened when she touched your hand? In your own relish?
Yep.
Wow.
So, problem solved, at least for a couple of minutes here.
Well, that's good. And that's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
She didn't have anything to do with it.
No.
It was all you.
Right.
She was just being compassionate.
That's right.
And there I was, like Anchorman.
Nothing to see here.
Like Ron Burgundy.
Mind your business.
Like good old Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy.
Okay. Before we get to the Tom tapes, Tom and Dennis and Rob and the eBay, we do have the... Is it week 7? Yes.
Wow, already.
Week 7 fantasy football update.
I'm back.
And go ahead and start crowing, Rob. Let me just say, I'm putting my horses down. I had talked last week about...
You were pretty cocky last week.
Here's what I have to say to you. They shoot horses, don't they?
Really, that bad a week?
Well, I lost to Rob.
Upside down week. And Rob's one of the worst teams in the league.
He's the worst team in the league. Here now is our crooked commissioner, John Norman. But I'm not a bitter loser with all the information. Hi, John.
Hi, gentlemen. Some free scores for you. Week 7 results in game number 1. Mike beat Beth Ann 80-64.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Mike, who was your star player?
Brett Favre. Yeah, I mean, he's always my... Brett Favre delivers the goods. I mean, no matter what, he always delivers the goods. Outside of that, not much else happening on my team.
Johnny?
In game 2, Buzz beat Bart 98-74.
Yeah, when you say Jennifer, that is because Beth Ann's daughter, Jennifer, is putting in Buzz's lineup.
She's my manager, doing a great job.
And I understand she was very upset on Saturday to find out that there was a Friday game that she was not ready for. So
she was ready.
Did manage to win without a wide receiver.
Oh, how about that?
Who needs him?
Imagine what he would have scored if he had the proper lineup.
Well, he might have been in the money, but unfortunately that didn't work out. And game number 3, Rob. Hi, Rob.
Hi.
105-89 over Don.
Yeah, how about that?
That's not too bad.
Do you know Priest Holmes handled more balls than a Catholic priest?
Not a big.
God, all I've been hearing, I swear to God, since Friday night with Rob is the Priest jokes.
Yeah. Priest Holmes jokes?
I mean, it starts as Priest Holmes, right, and it ends up with just his Shecky's stable of Priest jokes.
And you haven't been laughing, so I just kept trying.
Trying
and trying.
Just throw them out. Jesus Christ. Get me Steve Smith back in my lineup.
This team has a lot of heart. This team is really coming together.
Oh, F
and
you.
It's going to finish
Come on,
strong.
you won.
You want him back in your lineup, but he's still playing with the Nakeds.
And John?
And in the last game, I knocked off Joe 118-86 and took home the money.
Oh, how many times have you taken home the money, Mr. Crooked Commissioner?
I think that's 3 out of 7.
Wow.
I think Bart's won 2 and Don won 2.
All right, so with all of those results, what are the standings?
Standings in the dumb division. John sits atop the dumb division at 5-2 on a 3-game winning streak. Bart's at 4-3. Mike's at 4-3. Rob bringing up the rear at 2-5. In the dumber division, Joe sits atop that division at 5-2. Don at 4-3. BA on a 3-game skid at 2-5, and Buzz also at 2-5.
Quite a skid, Beth Ann.
Yeah.
Hope it doesn't leave a mark.
I'd say this league's bunching up. I'd say there's some competition, yeah. We all got wedgies.
Yeah, it's crowded at the bottom.
And week 8.
What are the big games this week?
We got week 8. Bart versus Mike. John versus Rob, Buzz versus Joe, and Don versus B.A.
Right.
Now that's one in the W column for you.
$5 for Mike, $5 for Don, and $5 for Joe.
I made 2 transactions today.
Oh, today? Well, that's for I'm talking for last week.
Okay, all right.
I'll get you for next week.
I'll pay you during the break. Yeah, I don't have a quarterback or a tight end this week. Peyton Manning's on the bye, so I'm going to have to go with the guy you may have heard of, Carson Palmer. I think he's okay. Buzz?
Yes?
You have any
no,
idea what I'm talking about?
I've not heard of Carson Palmer.
But you won your game this week.
I did. I'm very happy about that. Dante Culpepper, 27
I like Carson Palmer. I mean, I liked him better on MTV than when he did that late show.
That's Carson Daly.
Okay.
Carson Daly. And Rob, hey, whore, step up for a second. And tell us, now I've not gone to eBay in the last 24 to 48 hours. What items?
How do you find yourself able to stay away?
What items do you currently have up to whore our listeners out of their money?
Probably the best item up right now is a great salve for wounds suffered on humiliating losses at fantasy football. No, I've got a couple phones that just sold today.
That was a long way to go because you won one freaking game.
Hey, I've had 2 wins. Let me cherish it for a moment.
You big-headed freak.
A couple phones will go back up. I sold a couple Elvis magazines today. A remote control is up. How are you, Mike?
Why are you laying back?
My chair's broken.
Is broke?
Yeah.
Do you need another chair?
No, I'm going to sit like this for the rest of the show.
You're sitting like you're going to be at a dentist appointment.
Yeah, you look like the Bride of Frankenstein.
I know that you like reclining, but really,
I don't like reclining like this.
That's too much.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it.
Too much, too many.
My chair's broken.
Well,
chair broke?
Just slide that one up. Why don't you use the chair next to you?
I hate that chair.
Use the chair next to you.
All right, here we go.
Use the other chair.
Or stand.
Come on.
It was simply a joke.
He was kidding.
That's all.
He didn't mean nothing by it.
You don't mean nothing.
It's been a tough enough day, Rob.
I know.
Mike, they're naming the building after us.
I know. It's still been a tough day.
Oh, and I found out the cheesy way they're doing it. Rob played me one of the legal IDs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be like you said, where it's going to be every hour.
Yeah, it is going to be every hour.
And now, from the Don and Mike building, here's Bill O'Reilly.
Well,
it's going to be buried in the commercials where they say, from the Don and Mike building at WJFK, Washington.
I think they should
Is
trade
it going
out.
to be every hour? Did he say every hour?
I got the impression when Mr. Hughes came by that it is going to be the new legal ID, and we're going to do away with, say, the Ken Meese ID.
Well, it's not exactly what he told us in the office today, is it?
Yeah.
Air hourly.
What does it sound like?
I'll get it. Hold on.
But the point is, it runs in the middle of one of our incredibly long 10-minute commercial sets.
Well, I think you could get whatever you wanted right now.
Well, it's not what I want, Mike. It's what you want.
Well, I would want it every...
Broadcasting live from the Don and Mike building, Free FM 106.7 WJFK, Manassas, Washington, D.C.
Listen, we don't get anything from this company. Let's piss off the other disc jockeys. Really, it should be now from the Don and Mike building. Here's Howard Stern.
Yeah, okay.
Now from the Don and Mike building.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's Bill O'Reilly.
Right at the beginning of the shows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to piss them off.
Well, yeah.
I mean, come on.
I like that.
We didn't get no stations today.
Yeah, we didn't get any stations.
We're the only guys that went out trick-or-treating and didn't come home with anything. Mm-hmm. Not even like...
yeah, we got the legal
toothbrushes.
Now,
and I hate it when someone gives
What's wrong with getting the legal ID and there's the hotline?
Hello?
From high atop the second floor of the Don and Mike building.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about,
yeah. Isn't that what you always call it, the second floor, but it's the first floor?
She's doing like a Z100.
Oh, forget it. I'm hanging up. Bye-bye. Eject.
Jesus. There she is helping again.
The producer ejected.
Thanks, Helen.
No, I think that now that we do have the legal ID, and now we should ask for more.
Well, no, I've already told him upstairs.
They got to trade out a sign for the front of the building.
I believe.
Nice.
Now, this is what he told us. That
I will bring my children by if they put the sign out there.
His way of placating us today. Don't feel bad that you didn't get any radio stations when Infinity was giving just about every dick who has a microphone in front of him 5 or 6 or 7 new radio stations. We are going to name this building after you. Yeah, BFD.
This brown building?
BFD. Say it all the time.
Say it all the time is more important than the building.
What, Mike?
I like the building. I don't want to say it to him. I don't want to say that I like the idea.
Yeah.
What, of naming the building after us?
It's a start. That's what.
But no. But if you had to choose between both, it would be more important to put that on the air.
Yeah. Yes. But either way, it don't matter.
No.
How's the carts?
I was glad to hear they're building us a studio.
I detect a hint of cynicism.
Cynicism.
Well, now, he technically did say that they were going to build us a studio, and we've talked about that, that we really need a better studio. And they've said for years that they were going to build a new studio.
Right. Yeah, well, it's
working fine for Rob.
There you go, Rob. Let me try that. There you go. See, it works. We don't need a new studio. Hello, Don and Mike Show. We're perfectly happy here. Hello. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, I just want to let you know your Don and Mike link on the Free FM website doesn't work. It goes to donandmike.com.
Well, there is no donandmike.com, is there? I mean, I think that's the name that one of the squatters bought.
If you go there,
exactly.
It tells you how you can buy a website.
Yeah.
I mean, these are just little bugs.
Are you talking about on the website for WJFK?
Yeah, the Free FM.
Well, I also enjoy my bio on that website, and that I still enjoy playing in the band Crap. that I haven't done that for three years.
Hey, that was a really great paragraph when I wrote it 3 years ago.
Did you write that? That's the original one you wrote.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote that.
Right,
and there's still a couple typos in there that I've given up asking them to be corrected.
JFK.com. All right, let me see if
Yeah, no, it's true. It's a bum link. It takes you to the wrong page.
A bum link. Oh, that's the old one.
Yeah.
You have to go. Is it 106.7 Free FM? Is the new one?
WJFK-FM will take you to the new one eventually.
All right, Don's on the website right now.
This will take just a moment. This computer is really fast.
Here we go.
I just had to reboot mine.
Okay, and there we go. Okay, now, here we go. Here's the unprofessional sound.
Holding the microphone down there you go. Free FM 106.7. Okay, now let's go to, let's see what the guy said. Click on Don and Mike.
I think you click on the round logo.
No, that'll give you that gives you the page that you wrote, Rob.
Okay.
If you click on the Don and Mike link in the upper left-hand corner, you get a bum link.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me check that out. Upper left-hand corner. La, la, la.
Column of names.
Oh, column of names. I see. Hold on. And you're right.
Yeah. What does it kick to?
It kicks to welcome to donandmike.com, which is just a domain name that someone has purchased. It doesn't link you to donandmikewebsite.com.
No.
That's our official website.
It's one of the guys that wanted us to buy Don and Mike from him.
No, hold on. Now this is on the station's website, right? This is on the Infinity Free FM site.
A link to that, yeah.
Let's see, Mike. You're right. It does say Mike drums for a blues band. Crap in his spare time.
Seriously, conservatively, how long ago was that written, Rob?
From when the station got their website.
Right.
So whenever that is, whenever we went digital. So probably 3 or 4 years ago.
All I remember is it was cold.
Hey, you know what? That's right. I'm sure they don't mean nothing by this.
No.
But I wish they would change my bio. This is Don Geronimo, grizzled radio veteran for 28 years. Of course, it's more than 28, but who cares? Captain of the good ship Don and Mike. Don loves football and his wife and son, though not necessarily in that order.
Beth Ann just stuck her head in, and that
might be a good idea to, get somebody from the PC division out there to note what I've gone through. Thank you. I mean, but don't literally write that on the website.
No.
Right. Okay?
Beth Ann sent in a revision, she said today.
All right, there you go. So that's a shock. The link don't work. All right, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, management.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for keeping us posted.
All right, so listen, what do you got on eBay besides your beer steins?
The beer steins sold great thanks to all the people who were so generous. The phones have sold. New phones go up this week. There's a remote control right now, an iPod Shuffle that I won in a raffle.
That you won in a raffle?
A raffle, yeah. Yeah. Go check that prize closet, Jack. And who knows what surprises await you.
Does anybody
Did you say, excuse me, Mike, a remote control?
Yes.
Just a generic remote control for a TV?
You'd be surprised how well they sell.
How much?
It starts at $9.99. It's still in its plastic. Batteries not included. It's for TiVo, the Philips TiVo system.
Hey, now, are you doing a lot of business?
Now, in fairness to Rob, he offered that to me for free. He said, you need a TiVo remote.
Are you doing a lot of business with people who now know that it's you from the show and they know that they're buying stuff that you owned?
Some, and I would say now it's down to about half, but the merchandise is of such great quality. There's really no way to tell until the sale
Isn't
completes.
saying he's selling stuff that he's owned overstating it just a little bit?
Yeah.
I've just harbored it for a while. My house is simply a holding area.
Yeah, you're right.
Isn't he more like an elaborate fence?
Yes.
Squatter.
Oh, and there's hats. Hats go up this week, too.
Really? Any hats that are gifts?
It's
no gift hats. Just ones that we've acquired.
Anything you'd like to highlight?
Well, there's one that's particularly rare that you only get when you travel with the Ravens.
Are you going to sell that hat, too?
Yeah.
You know what? You're a bastard.
Am I? Am I? No kidding.
Now, listen, here's the deal.
I'm keeping the bag.
Thanks. 2 years ago,
the Ravens bag.
Yeah.
2 years ago, the Ravens sent Rob and I with the team down to Miami. We flew on the freaking team plane. We were on the field for the game, for the Ravens game. They gave us hats and bags.
Beautiful.
And now you're selling that.
Sadly, this hat doesn't fit my head.
I remember that trip. Remember how much it hurt me.
Oh, it did not. You could give a you were invited. You didn't want to go. That's why he went.
Just trying to pile on here a little bit.
But there he is throwing another gift.
Yes. Well, it was more of a token, really. wasn't a gift.
Is the main reason for this the hat doesn't fit your big head?
No, be honest, Rob, please.
The main reason is the money.
Okay, thank you.
Where's the money? Bring me the money.
I've kept everything you've ever given me.
What other hats? Because I'm curious about the hats. Entertain me. The hats that you put up for sale.
One is a great Redskins hat. That was
what kind of Redskins hat?
A great Redskins hat.
A great Redskins.
Lazy R.
No, not that. This is more of a locker room hat that may or may not have come through the organization.
Okay, sticky fingers.
No, I stole nothing.
Game worn T-shirts.
I wore it to the game.
Hey.
All right, so what do you hope to make this week?
Let's see.
Ideally, if everything sells by the time...
Everything sells, we could clear 200 this week.
200
That's
bucks.
very good.
Not a bad little bit of effort.
That's good.
And pretty soon, we might talk 45 RPM records. So.
Keep screwing our listeners, Rob.
That's incredible. What, do you have your whole garage is like a little packing area?
I'm saving up to buy a price gun.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don.
Yeah, you're such a whore, Rob. Hello.
Hey, is your show going to continue to go on this crap about you not getting your way and about the company? I mean, you sound like some little girl.
Yeah, and let me see. We've been
Infinity Executive call.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or just hang up. I would like to engage.
I were king of the forest.
I'd like to engage you in a dialogue about that, but thank you for hanging up.
That's a very courageous individual.
Right.
To quote Bob Barker,
it's the Don and Mike show, and they'll say what they wish.
Yeah, and listen, if you work for jerks, you'd love the opportunity to say they're jerks.
Well, I'm really glad you hung around. That's incidentally the way I'm going to say it from now on.
How's that?
Really glad you stuck around to argue with us. Faggot.
Fagolini.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Oh, there they are.
This is Army Captain Dennis Murphy, and I just picked up Lieutenant Colonel Tom Gadd.
Great big fart.
What do you have to say to the guys?
Oh, God.
It's a Sunday morning, and it's a good day today. The sun's shining.
Wedding.
And we're going to the wedding.
Is it me?
Go.
Is this pitched down
I was
slower?
going to say, is it me or does Dennis sound even sharper than normal?
It's amazing. It's like...
I think that's his regular voice.
Wow.
I'm going to be gliding over to the Gulf Side Maryland, and we will
wait, hold on.
To you then.
Hold on. That's his Tom voice. He's with Tom. He is so depressed when he's with Tom. Yes. That's what it is.
Because Tom sounds normal.
Maybe it's like Zelig. Maybe he's lowering it to be like who he's around.
It might be, but he's always
Dennis Murphy saying adios, and Tom saying...
Goodbye.
See, Tom sounded normal.
Yes.
That's just the beginning to this edition of Wedding Crashers. Dennis and Tom go to an all-black wedding. They, of course, are tragically white. They're going to Robert Mailman's cousin's wedding. Bob Mailman has sent a note to his cousin saying that he can't make it, but he's sending 2 decorated war veterans. So here we go.
Maybe Dennis is under the weather.
I'm not sure.
Now they are...
He sounds depressed.
They're at the wedding, and they're going to walk into the church.
Okay.
We're walking in. You having fun, Con? Yep. Okay.
What is this mellow, cool, horrible new Dennis Murphy that we're hearing?
Yeah, it's not like the great Dennis.
Well, Dennis is normally hyper. You know what I meant.
I know.
Come on.
What was that?
That was me imitating Dennis.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Okay. We're walking into the wedding. We're in the tabernacle.
Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
The wedding. Having fun, Con? Yes, sir.
What they did there, they deleted out the names of the people.
What is with his energy level?
I don't know.
Do you remember the bull tape that we had?
Right.
Bull.
All right, let's hear another one before we go to break. They're still inside the wedding, inside the chapel rather, before the wedding.
So Don and Mike were walking out of the wedding, and Tom, are you having a good time so far?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Dennis.
Hold on a second.
Once again, one of his efforts.
I got him out of
Third time,
order.
are you having a good time?
Here we go.
Don and Mike, we just met the bride and groom, and I just handed them
I just handed them the medal that Robert gave to them, to you. Okay, now we're going to head to the reception and tell you this. Tom, you having a good time?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am having a good time.
I realize Dennis has issues, but what the F is wrong with him this time? It's a different Dennis than we've ever heard, guys.
Yeah.
It is.
He's a little slower. It's a little more deliberate.
It's morning. It's a dignified occasion. Perhaps he's toning it down.
I don't know, but normally we get the hello, Bo.
You think he's wearing the suit?
What we're going to do now is...
You trade it out?
We're going to go to the car and go to the reception, okay? Okay.
How you feeling?
Hey, Dynamite, this is Tom Gavin.
Better.
I'm here at...
Wait, no, that's the guy.
No, it's
the
not.
The better half of Robert,
It's okay, because he's got the names wrong. That's why they're not dumped out.
Adams.
He's got the names wrong.
Of all the cuts,
that was the most entertaining.
We should not have sent Dennis as the anchor.
I don't know what the deal is.
Or the play-by-play guy. Yeah. Tom should be play-by-play. Dennis should be color.
Dennis has lost his edge.
We just left the blood and gloom, and I just handed them...
The letter. Okay, hold on a second. Let's tease this one.
How you doing, Dynamite?
Tom, why are you breathing so heavy?
Because it's hot out here.
It's only 15 degrees out. Why are you sweating up the storm?
I do it all the time.
I thought I was a sweater, but look at you.
Yeah, look at him.
I was born like this.
I was born sweating. Made the birth easier.
All right, let's see. What did we not hear? We did not hear they arrive early. We didn't hear the entire... I'm going to check these. They meet the bride and groom.
I think it's nice that Dennis took time to make fun of Tom.
We did hear Dennis interviews Tom.
What's the matter with you?
They ride in golf carts to the reception. Entering the reception.
I want to hear them riding in golf carts.
Wrapping it up. Dennis leaves Tom to get the car. Dennis drops Tom off.
Hey, Tom.
Meanwhile, Tom sounds like this.
It's pimple poppin' time.
Right? Yes. All of a sudden, Tom sounds like Edward R. freaking Murrow.
What's the matter? How you doing, Tom?
It's pimple poppin' time.
Thanks, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, Tom?
Hey, guys. What's going on?
I'd love some candy. Where's my sweet tarts?
You're going to get some sweet tarts at Christmas, man.
Hey, man.
My sweet tarts. You know, we were noticing on this tape of you and Dennis going to the all-black wedding.
Yeah.
Where you were the only white people. We noticed that you seem to be much better on the microphone than Dennis was, Tom.
Yeah, I know. I do a lot of appearance and I do a lot of interviews and stuff.
Right. We can tell. Did you enjoy any food at the wedding reception? Do they have any snacks, like maybe some pretzels?
Yeah, they had some pretzels and stuff.
Did you put any mustard on them?
Yep. Yeah. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Right, Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Hey, where's Charlie?
He's not here right now.
Charlie's not here right now.
He's at his dance lesson, wearing his leotard.
Charlie's at Tyson.
Isn't he playing Clue? Because he wants to be Colonel Mustard. Mustard. Okay. Winner.
Yes.
Mike.
Winner. Thank you.
King of the tarts.
Thank you very much.
King of the tarts. Tom, how do you spell wedding?
WINNING.
Winning.
Perfect.
That's right. How do you spell winning?
What?
How do you spell winning? Like we are winning the game. Winning.
WINNER.
Perfect again.
Give that man the cone. Filled with frozen custard.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom, we're going to play the rest of your tape in a moment. Why don't you go ahead and take us to break, Tom?
Don and Mike, go to break.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Anyone else has watched Chad play impresses me. The same thing impresses them.
Joe Namath.
He's a quality, classy quarterback. He has a touch on the football. He's not a thrower. He's a passer. His mind is ahead of what the defense is. And if the Jets can support him, they will win the championship.
Joe, it's been a tough season for Jet fans. What does it mean to you now when the team is struggling?
I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. What we know is struggling through. Chad Pennington, our quarterback, missed the first part of the season, and we struggled. We're looking to next season. We're looking to make a noise now, and I want to kiss you.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Huge compliment.
You know what?
Joe Namath, part of the four-decade team. We'll see these guys at halftime.
Thank you, Susie.
Joe's just a happy guy.
Isn't he?
He's just a happy guy.
Oh, boy, is he happy.
The Don and Mike Show.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you. Here to repossess your funny bone, Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Right.
Throwing those phones around for.
I just found out what our code names are at Infinity.
Yes?
Porta potty.
Porta potty?
What are the porta potties saying today? Because that's the amount of respect that they hold for this show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are the portable toilets? What are the portable crappers saying today?
Porta potties.
That's right. What are those portable johns that smell awful saying today?
Filled with goo.
On a nice hot day when you've been waiting in line and you go in there and you feel like you're going to throw up, but you've got to go.
What are the porta potties saying? Where do you hear that one?
Just had my ear to the wall.
Yeah. Really?
They have much worse names than they call us at corporate than that.
Very good.
That's one of the happier ones.
Porta potties.
What are the porta potties doing today? Really, generally, it's what are the commodes doing? What are the crappers doing?
You'll never hear the word porcelain. No, sir. No. They make dolls out of porcelain.
What are the dolls' eyes? What are the receptacles doing today? What are the bedpans doing today? And sometimes they call us sores.
Yes, bed sore.
What are the bed sores doing today?
The bed source.
Hey. Not funny, okay?
Too close.
Not as funny as mustard.
Michael Soares.
Nothing will be mustard and custard.
Custard.
Let's get back to Dennis and Tom, the Wedding Crashers. Now, the setup is, let me tell you, today on the show we're giving away, a trip for two to Las Vegas from FlyEye.com and $500 American. Stand by to play a great radio game. But first, Dennis and Tom, who went to Robert Mailman's cousin's wedding.
Right. And Dennis, we were talking about when we played the tapes last break, we were talking about the fact that Dennis's energy seems a little low and Tom seems much more energetic.
Right, and Dennis, unfortunately, is in charge of the microphone.
Yes, he is.
So now let's see. Dennis has picked up Tom. They've arrived early at the chapel. They've walked in. They have met the bride and groom.
Right.
And now here they are riding in a golf cart to the reception.
Hello. How you doing, Don and Mike?
Con, why are you breathing so heavy?
Because it's hot out here.
It's only 15 degrees out. Why are you sweating up a storm?
I do it all the time.
I thought I was a sweater, but look at you.
Because I was born like this. I sweat in the summer and I sweat in the winter.
God.
Children of thunder to mind.
I thought I was bad, but you're even worse than I am. Okay, we're going to quit catching my teeth.
What did he say? Quit catching my teeth?
Touching my T's, I think. I think he's touching his breast.
Oh, very nice, sexy.
Let me back that up for
I believe that Tom Gavin might be touching Dennis Mitz.
And who can blame him?
I like that sound, too.
In the summer and I sweat in the winter.
God. Oh, man. I look bad, but you're even worse than I am. Okay. We'll go.
Hold on, let me hear what he says.
You missed it again.
Oh, hi, Larry.
God damn it. Okay. Quiet. Shh. This is a good one.
Okay. We'll go. God, quit touching my teeth.
You're right. Quit touching my teeth.
But it's the energy that is just so little effort.
Mitts. My big tarred mitts. My TMs.
Oh, hi, Larry. How you doing? Left-hand women? Okay.
42-7 the score. Hand off the bench.
Oh, hold on. Now they've turned on the football game.
It's like being there.
So now we're listening to them listen to the football game, the Redskins game, on a radio.
Oh, we're winning. Unbelievable. Okay, until the regular section, we're signing off.
What was that reception?
Bye, Dynamite.
The points needed 140.
Tom, why did you just call backhand? Oh, by the way, Dynamite, we're on our regular section, and Tom, why did you call backhand? Answer the question.
Tom?
Why did you call backhand?
Why'd you call Beth in?
You couldn't talk to her. Tom!
You know,
It's ruined.
Listen, really.
He's done.
I hate to say this, but the next time that these two showbiz pros go out, Tom's got to be the lead anchor.
Yeah.
Maybe just make Dennis drive.
I think that might be appropriate.
Keep him off.
You know, once again, the star continues to fall. His stock at one point, when we had the Summer of Murphy,
that's right,
was at an all-time high. When he went down to that porno convention, remember that? He brought back some quality stuff, and now it's just like,
same thing. But let me just say this on behalf of Tommy T.
Mm-hmm.
He is consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, from the time when we dressed him in a diaper or whatever, and he was upstairs when we did the Survivor thing, who could survive longest with him?
The Christmas caroling was lovely.
Beautiful.
Tom, when he was on the Mayflower, we did dinner on the Mayflower with the naked chick serving food, and Tom in there.
Is it because we have mixed Dennis and Tom together? Is it because we have thrown Dennis into a situation where he's just overwhelmed by the pressure?
We've had them together before.
Yes.
I think I know what it is.
What?
I think it's failing health.
It sounds like it might be, and I hope it's not.
Me too.
But the energy was just... I've never heard Dennis quite this low and gravelly.
Here they are again. Hold on.
Let's go outside. Come on.
Entering the reception.
God. Wait a minute. Going this way be better.
See, we need much more Tom on these tapes. And how come they're not talking to any black people? That was the point of the entire exercise.
They were going to do some interviews.
That they're the only white people at an all-black wedding.
Beth Ann said the tape of them talking to people was less interesting than the two of them talking to each other.
That's impossible.
Well,
I don't think anything could be less interesting than what we've just heard.
But we do know if Tom is having a good time because he asks him that every 40 seconds.
Right.
Okay.
I like those updates.
And here we go. How about a line? Anybody? Just a line.
Your telephone.
Just a telephone line. That's all I'm asking. Just a number. There you go. 288. Okay. BA. Let's call BA.
Dennis is turning into Larry Flynn.
Because I really wanted to hear them interact with black folk. And now it ain't going to happen. God damn it. This phone just sucks. So you get a dial. There you go. Delayed.
They're very delayed.
Jesus Christ. Hi, BA.
Hey.
So we had actual tapes of them talking to blacks.
Yeah, but they were saying, that was very beautiful singing, and it was very nice. What did you think, Tom? It was nice. Are you having a good time?
Hey,
yeah.
It's not
Thank you so much.
Beth Ann, it's not nice to make fun of people.
Let's not mock others.
Okay.
Where did she get that?
But were there any Negroes talking to them?
Yeah, for just like a little bits of time, but they were asking him normal questions.
Who was handling the interview?
It was Dennis.
Was it your accountant?
Yeah.
Yes, it was my accountant.
Oh, I forgot.
And keep in mind, this is not a joke.
No, he helped her with her taxes.
Beth Ann McBride used the services of Dennis Murphy, accountant, this year.
Don't even ask how she paid him.
Of course, he wouldn't be calling in right now because it's not 6:30
No.
Eastern time.
Maybe he's not near a payphone.
She paid him in flannel pajamas.
She met him in those flannels.
Paid him with what was in the flannel pajamas.
Oh, Rob.
Rob.
Now you've gone
He did
too
me a
far.
favor. He really did.
And you him.
Yes. But the interviews were really, it was just them talking to one black woman, the sister of the bride, and...
hello there, Tom. Hey there.
Well, actually,
what am wrong with you two?
That's one of the clips, the better interview, but I didn't hear them. I don't know if... They had the CBS mic, so I guess it's...
Do you, Beth Ann, hello?
Are you having a little stroke or something?
Do we have any of the tapes of them talking to the blacks?
It's one of those cuts toward the end.
The blacks. You think it's like The Amazing Race?
Yeah.
The blacks, right.
I think I have one that was
Black
good.
family, you lose. Okay, hold on there. Hold on there, Beth Ann.
Tom, I just picked you up. I had to walk a mile to get my car, and I just picked you up. So what did you do while I was...
Oh, before that?
I hope.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm just going to go through and wrap this up in backwards order.
Okay, Don and Mike, we're finished. Tom, you having a good time?
Yep, there we go again.
They talk to blacks here?
No, do it before. She would be first.
Okay, hold on.
Did you have a good time? Seriously, how many times did
He
you
asked
do
him
that?
a lot. He asked him a lot.
Hello, Don and Mike, how you doing? Tom and I made it to the University of Maryland in a conference.
Any blacks there?
No, I don't think there was any. I thought there was one.
Okay, Don and Mike, we're walking in.
Any blacks in that cut?
It's been so long since I've heard them. I don't think so. It would be in that one if it was in any of them.
Well, we're going to get no hot, white, black, interracial chatting.
Not going to happen.
No.
That sucks. Well, listen, it was a really great setup. I give Bobby Mailman real credit.
Brilliant.
It's a funny idea.
The letter was hysterical.
I bet that they were funnier than those tapes indicated, and the next time that we send the two of them out together, if there is a next time, Tom is on top.
Tom will definitely be manning the microphone.
Tom is Regis.
I think you may lose Dennis then.
BFD, honey.
I know. Well,
can I tell you something? It wouldn't be the first time. We've thrown him on the scrap heap before. All right, bye.
Oh, wait, Dennis is on line 4.
Oh, good.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. There we go. Hello, MD. MD? Mr. Disappointment? You do a whole tape. We send you to a black wedding. We're the only white guys, and you don't even talk to any blacks.
We talk to all black people. We talk around 3 people.
Well, where is that on the tape?
All 3?
Towards the end.
Towards the end. I don't know.
How many times did you ask Tom if he was having a good time?
I sort of repeated myself 4 times. I didn't realize that.
Dennis, what happened?
And what about your energy level, Dennis? I was worried about you.
Yeah, how you feeling?
Tom, it was Tom.
No.
Well, we're going to have to get a point counter.
Tom had me frazzled, he said. All right.
Tom had you frazzled, but I mean, you're the guy that's controlling it.
Okay, Dennis.
You're blaming Tom Gavin?
Seriously.
Boy, I wish he could call.
I'm blaming myself. My interviewing skills want that play.
But I mean, you just sound like you really don't. You're not into it.
Well,
hold on. Let me see if Tom's on the other line. Hold on. Just a second. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Tom?
Hello?
Oh, no, this is not Tom.
That's not Tom.
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air.
I believe that Dennis is trying to be the alpha tard in this whole event.
See, but what's funny is that Dennis isn't.
No, he is not.
That's why Dennis should control this situation. Okay, hold on. Hi, B.A.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Tom.
Robert Mailman.
Hey, Robert. Hey, Robert. Hey, Bobby.
Again, great setup, and these two failed me.
Yeah, listen, Robert, I said the same thing. That really is the funniest thing that you have ever offered up on the show. And the problem is that we should have had our number 1 T in charge of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then, loosen up your tongue with the colors and stuff. You know, you call my family colors.
What's up?
Come on. Oh,
Negroes.
You're going to get...
You won't even let me say that word on the show no more.
No. I don't let you say the bad one that Kanye West sings. And I only said Negroes and colored, just to bother you, friend.
Yeah, just to piss me off.
Oh, come on. That pisses you. I call you colored all the time.
No, not to my face, you don't.
That's right. You're goddamn right.
But my cousin has called me.
That's a great white man trait from long, long ago.
Cowardice. Your cousin called?
Yeah, he left another message. He's just a sweet guy. He thought these guys were from CBS at first. So they accepted him. They're not really pissed at me. I guess they really didn't do anything.
Well, next time we should send Joe Tardinger.
Yeah, Joe pisses me off. Yeah.
Why does Joe piss you off?
Why, Robert?
I don't know. It's just something about him.
Well, listen, that was a great setup. It's too bad those tapes sucked.
I'll work on my next bit.
Okay, very good. Oh, hey, Robert, you want to yell at Dennis?
Yeah, let me talk to you.
Okay, good. All right, hold on a second. Hey, Dennis.
Hello, Robert. Hey, Dennis. Yes, Robert. You didn't interview more of my family? What's your problem? No, I have a sex time with your family. You sound like a March of the Penguins. Come on.
Oh.
Hey, Robert.
Hold on. Robert, can I say something? Shut up for a second, Dennis. Robert, shut up for a second, Dennis. Robert, your new teeth have made you 1,000% funnier.
Actually, I don't have them in.
Oh, but even with the fact that you have them.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Is significant.
That's good.
But, those two, God.
A little disappointing.
Yeah. Just them two talking is funny to a point.
And no real excuse for it that I've heard.
Them there to talk to the coons, right? Right, Mike? Right, Don?
God.
Right.
Right.
I think, Robert, you sound a little angry today.
That's what I say.
Talk to the porch monkeys, right?
You sound a little angry.
No, I'm just talking to Don over there, Mike. I'm cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Notice how things have the belt has loosened a little bit.
Because you know that I've never said colored or Negro before.
You do that crap when I'm 1,000 miles away. You probably said it when I was in Japan. You don't say it when I'm anywhere near that.
Every day.
Constantly.
I said it every day. It's just, is Robert anywhere in the country? No, good. Colored. Colored. Oh, come on. Get out of here, Robert.
All right, man.
Okay, see you. Bye. Goodbye, Dennis.
Don, what?
Shut up. Failed us again. You idiot.
And I don't know where the star is. He never called in.
No.
Let's call in the next break.
When you're the star, you don't.
Call in when we're doing something else.
Of course.
Don and Mike to break. There you go. But I love him. I do love that little man. Truly, you little man. This watch I give to you.
See. Hello, Don and Mike. We're just playing Tom Roulette right now.
Yep.
All the lines are ringing. Hello?
Yeah, I just want to know if Dennis's astrological sign is Leotard.
Leotard.
Okay. You already had Leotard.
That would be a good DJ name, though.
Leotard.
This is Leotard.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Don and Mike. Tom?
No.
No, it ain't Tom.
Yes.
Hello? No, I thought for a second because there was a little fumbling it might be. Tom?
Hello?
That'd be funny if it was, hello, this is Tom Gavin.
How sad is this? We're now just answering each request line, looking specifically for Tom.
Yeah, we're looking for him because he's blaming, Dennis blamed him for the failure of the bit.
Tom?
Wow.
See, we're not answering the phone saying Don and Mike show. We're just answering saying Tom, and apparently it's throwing people off.
Hope he's okay.
Well, he calls a lot of places. There might be a Pizza Hut right now that's got its phone line ringing off the hook.
Hello, Tom?
Hello?
There he is.
I can spell
spot. It's a fake Tom.
A-R-P-E.
I guarantee you this is a fake Tom.
Well, it's a good fake Tom, though.
Not bad.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Nope.
See?
Hi, guys. That's what he'd say.
It's Tom Gavin.
This is not Tom Gavin.
That was an imposter. Now the show has regressed to Tom Gavin impersonators.
Regressed.
Hello, Tom? Tom Gavin?
Hello?
Yes, Tom.
Not Tom Gavin.
How are you?
How are you today?
We're looking for one person.
Okay, see, this is the problem with stem cell research. It starts with a little egg in a petri dish, and the next thing you know, you have an all-new, much-improved Tommy Gavin.
Hello, try two more. Tom? That's a hang-up that don't count. Hello, Tom?
Nope.
Nope? Okay,
yeah, well, there we go. Once again, disappointing us again.
Hello, Tom? Don and Mike show. Are you Tom Gavin?
No, but I have some seats on the 50-card line for him.
Funny. Okay, goodbye. You're right. We'll move on to something else, and that's when he'll call. And then we'll tell him to call another time.
Right.
And then he'll go have his potatoes or whatever he has.
Yeah, well, I tell you, they're not going to be on the air again until next spring. Send them out to like a backyard barbecue or something.
Can I just tell you something? All these jokes.
Mm-hmm.
You were being a bit of a bastard.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
There he is, the real deal. Where the hell have you been?
We're looking everywhere for you, Tom.
What the hell took you so long?
Hey, what's up?
What took you so long?
I'm at the Tyson's Corner, man.
Oh, you're at the mall again?
Yep, I'm at the mall.
You were there last week when we talked to you.
Yeah.
What are you doing at the mall, Tom? What are you doing at the mall?
I'm going to the AMC theaters.
Can you yell at the top of your lungs, I am the god of hellfire?
I'm the god of hellfire.
And I bring you...
fire!
Close enough.
Well, you did a great job at that wedding.
I did?
Yes.
Why don't you yell real loud, I'm coming into Victoria's Secret.
I'm coming into Victoria's Secret.
Loud, though, louder. I'm coming into Victoria's Secret.
I'm coming into Victoria's Secret.
No, Tom, yell it. Say, attention, ladies. I'm coming into Victoria's Secret.
Ladies, I'm coming into Victoria's Secret.
All right, now really loud, Tom, okay?
Ooh, I got this.
No, really loud. You ready?
Yeah.
Say this. Who wants to see my Auntie Annie's pretzel?
Who wants to see my Annie pretzel?
No, you got to yell it. Come on.
I'm going down this ramp, man.
Come on.
You going down?
I'm going down this ramp.
Are you going down the escalator? God, don't talk and go down the escalator.
No, I'm going down the ramp.
The ramp.
The HR. The HR, Mike.
Okay.
The handicap.
All right, really loud, Tom. Yell at the top of your lungs. The kissing booth is now open.
The kissing booth is now open.
Yeah. Now, real loud, scream, I don't have herpes.
What now?
Say real loud, say, hey, chicks, I don't have herpes.
What now?
Hey, chicks.
What now?
I don't have herpes.
Whoa, excuse me, Greg. Whoa.
What happened, Tom?
Nothing, man.
What happened, man?
Okay.
Nothing.
All right, forget that one. Here's one more for you.
All right.
Real loud. I want you to scream as loud as you possibly can. Where's my baby?
Where is my baby?
Louder,
Tom, like you're really looking for it.
Louder.
Where's my baby?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, big
Tom, don't you ever forget, we like you more than Dennis Murphy.
We like the boy of Dennis Murphy.
You don't have to repeat that, Tom. You don't have to repeat
we
that.
like this. We're done with you broadcasting to the mall now. But just know, we like you more than we like Dennis.
We like Tom Gavin better than Tom Gavin.
And really, top of your lungs, scream now, Tom. Stay classy, San Diego.
Stay classy, San Diego.
All right, Tom, take us to break, please.
Don and Mike, go to break.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe.
Hey, Dad, I got to do record day. Is it okay if I play it on the phonograph?
Well, of course it is. I think it's very nice for a young boy to be interested in music.
Right, thanks, Herman.
Remember that having their program every day is a luxury. The Don and Mike Show.
No S, Sherlock.
Yeah, right.
Hi there. Let's see. Oh, we're going to play the game. And we're giving away a trip to Las Vegas soon with $500, courtesy of Independence Air. Travel and Leisure Magazine readers voted IndependenceAir.com one of the nation's top 3 airlines. Go to FlyEye.com. FlyEye.com, the official airline of the Don and Mike Show. Independence Air.
My whole family flew them down here for the weekend.
Independence Air. Still no problems.
Right on.
That's my new PC way of saying what I used to say before, which they got slightly upset with.
Sure.
That's good.
We haven't wrecked one yet. That's the one they didn't like.
Yeah. But you've even modified that, which is fine. Well, then fine.
Did you see Regis today?
No, I didn't.
It was a great one.
That almost sounded like rubber balls and liquor the way you said that.
What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
Rubber balls and liquor.
What'd you have for lunch?
Rubber balls and liquor.
What'd you have for dinner?
Rubber balls and liquor.
What'd you do to your girlfriend last night?
Rubber balls and liquor. I love it.
Kelly Ripa was off, so Joy Philbin was on with Regis. Now, I know, come on, I know you don't, and listen, I don't think Joy's a piece of ass.
No, she's not good.
Like I thought so. No, I disagree. I love the dynamic.
You've always had the hots for
Hold
it.
on, here's why. She calls Regis out on being such a freaking old fart.
Okay,
Today,
right.
she's saying something, she's saying, he's at some function at like Father Hurley's get-together for kid-touching pedophile priests.
Hello, Regis.
Whatever it is. And, you know, he's at this thing with all these priests last night in New York, and he's holding up the pictures, and you can see his big woman fingernails. and she says something to him like, Regis, it would be so much easier when you went out if you would just get a cell phone. And he starts talking about how he doesn't like a cell phone, and he doesn't have computers, and he doesn't know anything. And then she says to him, hold on, tell everybody the new piece of technology that you bought. And he says, what do you mean? And then she starts busting his balls about how Regis, if he's watching a ball game in one room and wants to walk to another room, he ordered Joy to go out and buy him a transistor radio so that he could listen to the Yankees.
He is an old man.
Now, you know, anyone else would say,
I need a transistor radio.
Yeah, right. How about a Walkman?
Right.
How about a boombox?
Right. How about TiVo?
Yeah. How about this? How about you just walk from one room to the other with that? But no. So she starts busting his balls about it. She says, and it's not a boombox. It's a transistor radio.
A transistor radio.
And Regis acts like it is the greatest invention ever.
It's incredible. You put it up to your ear and you can hear the game.
And then this is where you get the real good, like, wife ball busting on old, feeble Regis. Because after they make the obligatory jokes about how they don't have sex anymore, and I think that's all Regis, not Joy.
See, you say things like that because you think she's still active.
Hey, you know what? For an older broad, Joy Philbin's not bad looking.
You have always thought she had it going on.
Anyway, she says she didn't appreciate that because Regis has this transistor radio. She said on Sunday morning, they were sitting down at wherever their house in Connecticut or whatever to have breakfast. He came to the table.
Where's my Metamucil?
With his radio.
Sure.
Because he was listening to some pregame show. And that's what I love now. That's a real marriage.
Picture him coming down with his jammies and his transistor radio.
Right.
Yeah. And what did you say? Shut up, I'm listening.
He got the big yellow stain happening. It might be some other stains. And, you know, he's coming down to breakfast. And
there's a smell of wet leather.
She wants to talk to him, and he's walking around with his transistor radio.
How are you? Good morning, Joy. I'm listening to my transistor radio.
And,
cell phones, they're so hard to figure out.
Yeah. God, I wish I would have picked this up when I was in the grocery store today, but I had to run fast to just get dog food. The highlight, it was either in the Inquirer or the Star. It's a big picture of smiling Regis, and it said, Regis ruins his daughter's wedding.
Oh, no.
That's the headline.
Wow.
Good. So if we get that.
I'm quite a controversial personality.
That would be great. Oh, if you go to DonandMikeWebsite.com, you will see.
Bravo!
Paris Hilton, I don't know any way to put this. She has a, much like Beth Ann McBride, she has a fleshy thing on her butt. It's not a bug bite. It's on her right buttock. Here you go, Mike. I printed out the pictures for you so you wouldn't have to stare at Buzz's computer. If you go to DonandMikeWebsite.com and click on today's steaming show log, you will see these pictures.
What the hell is that?
Right, well, you figure it out.
Is that just like her butt hanging down?
It's a bump.
Something.
It is, I believe, maybe. Now, I've never seen one. I've only seen it kidded about on Seinfeld. It might be a goiter.
Wow.
Anyway.
Or could it be the angle?
If you go
it's awfully low. It would mean her butt was like
listen,
below her.
Yeah,
it is some big fleshy knob
growth of some
on her butt. You know what I'm going to need, Rob?
What?
If I'm going to talk about this person, I'm going to need that.
Yeah.
Yep. And also I'm going to need some Tom Sizemore tapes. Because as long as... also I need... that.
Right.
You see what I'm... Okay.
I'm just disturbed looking at this Paris Hilton picture.
Yeah.
I can't take my eyes off it.
Also on our website We have a picture of you. Scroll down, Buzz. It's Dakota Fanning.
Oh, is that who that is?
Only because I mention her all the time that she has a better body than Campbell Brown.
She in braces?
From NBC, yeah. And she's in the retarded braces. Have you seen that picture?
The whole head stabilizer.
Right, her whole head.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's on her forehead.
Now, she's a movie star. She's a smart little kid movie star.
Orthodonture is orthodonture, and they have to do that sometimes. And she looked, in other movies where I've seen her interviewed without that contraption on, she looks like she needs that. She's got some bad choppers on her.
Huh.
I think Dakota Fanning has the potential to grow up, and I'm going to really sound like a perv here.
Right.
Because how old is she? 5?
No,
Something
she's
like
like
that?
12, I think.
I think she has the potential to grow up to be
a hottie?
A POA.
Yeah, but you don't want her to smile like Michael Strahan.
No. So they're. I mean, what is that device though? It's screwed into her forehead.
Why is it always Michael Strahan with you?
Because it's an excellent example.
It couldn't be David Letterman.
No,
could
it couldn't be Alfred E. Newman.
You laugh more if I say Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
Sometimes Rob will call me up and just say, turn on the Giants game. And I say, why? And he say, Michael Strahan is really smiling a lot.
Michael Strahan.
And then, what about the end of the Giants game this week?
Yes, great game. I got back into my Giants. I really did.
Eli Manning is driving them down the field like Peyton would. It's at the very end of the game, and the guy looks just like an absolute ice-cold killer. I mean, every pass is thrown
very Elway-like.
Right on target, and they keep going to a shot on the sideline of Michael Strahan.
Getting ready to see if they win the game.
Was very excited.
And they have the slow-motion replay of his reaction, too.
Oh, and
super.
Did anybody see, because I noticed it last night when I got home, I watched the TiVo of PTI with Tony Kornheiser and Mike Wilbon.
Right.
They devoted about 10 minutes to a topic I brought up yesterday. Bill Parcells
pushing the guy.
Did you see? Now, it wasn't really a push.
No, but he kind of he just got him out of the way, grabbed him.
A two-handed punch, though. He turned around.
Is Bill Parcells losing control of this team? Is that what
really
talking
good.
about?
Turned around and just gave him kind of like that. Boom.
Bill Parcells.
Like that. All right, so go to our website. Look at the goiter on Paris Hilton's
That is
ass.
so disturbing.
Wow.
But I think maybe there is a chance if this picture was taken while she was moving up and down, it might just be butt sag.
And then also check out Dakota Fanning, only because that's just a retarded. I don't mean check it out like you would check out the Paris Hilton
Check
picture.
it out.
I mean, listen, I don't know what your bag is, but whatever your bag is,
we got it for you on our website.
Yeah,
that's right. That's so gross. That is so disturbing. Whatever your bag is,
I don't want to rub
whatever fetish.
I don't want to rub you the wrong way. But
oh, God.
If you're feeling a need.
Oh, man.
If you're feeling a need for speed.
Check out our special scat section.
There you go.
Anything you're into.
Today, the hot chicks, the babe of the day on the Don and Mike website. Actually, there's two of them.
Yes.
Paris Hilton, big growth on her ass. Dakota Fanning.
Okay, stop.
So
that
sexy.
You're grossing me out.
Big headgear.
You are grossing
Dakota,
me out.
as you've never seen her before.
Right.
Now, also from ParisHilton.com, which is the site that led me to the pictures of her ass. And that's a site that I go to every day, incidentally, because I'm still fascinated by Paris Hilton.
Of course.
There's stuff there have been rumors about her and Tom Sizemore. And I heard that, but I know that boop from your water was more of a Tom Sizemore reaction, wasn't it?
Because is she involved with Tom Sizemore?
Here's the deal. She says that she has never met Tom Sizemore.
Okay.
Tom Sizemore says he has banged Paris Hilton.
Yeah, of course.
Now, this picture is not on our website. However, pleased to be looking at this, Mike.
Okay.
And tell me. Now, Paris Hilton keeps saying she has never met Tom Sizemore.
Yeah, it's a picture of them together.
Is that a picture of them together?
That is most definitely a picture.
And you know where I found that?
It does not appear to be doctored either.
I found that at ParisHilton.com. So,
and she is also putting her finger to her lip with that kind of hello.
Here's Tom Sizemore.
I'm not making a penny. I don't have $1 today, ladies and gentlemen. My babies are on welfare. Isn't that neato? If I was making money from this tape, my babies would not be on welfare, nor would I.
Hold on a second. I take it back. Look it. Yeah. They published it already. The picture is up on the website.
There it is.
There you go. All right, I didn't know that was on the website as well. So anyway, she is on record saying that she's never met him. He says he banged her 8,000 different ways, and now there's a picture of them together.
Wow.
So you decide.
You know, he's a scumbag, but I might believe him.
Oh, Mike, he loves his kids.
My children are the greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
Shut up,
Jaden
Tom.
Dallas Sizemore and Jagger Thomas Sizemore. All I want to do, John,
What a
in the
loser.
end,
Wizinator.
is maintain my sobriety and my health, work so I can take care of these children and give them every opportunity in life so that they can have a wonderful life.
I just think of that video that he had. Remember those videos? And isn't he using his kids to sell his porn?
No, he's not using them, but I think he's saying...
No, but he's saying this is for my... Is he selling his porn when he's talking like that?
No, he's saying that it's not benefiting his kids, and his kids are on welfare.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't go to XXXTom.com.
Exactly. He's talking about a XXX website.
He's promoting it while saying his kids aren't going to make any money from it.
All I care about.
Don and Mike show. Hello. Hello.
Speak to us. I hear breathing.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
I never thought I'd be in this situation like this. I've never hit a woman in my life. May God strike me dead.
And then he was struck dead.
Just like a Monty Python movie.
Hello.
Big explosion and he's gone.
Big pointing finger.
Yes.
You're on the air. Hello there.
Hello.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Okay, what's up?
Not much. You guys suck.
Okay, good. Good. Why don't we get a phone number back? Because when we get someone brave like that, we like calling them back. Listen, it's an open forum. If you're going to call the show and you're going to sit there and let the phone ring for 20 minutes,
right?
And that's all you got to say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Let's call that person back.
Don't be chicken. Stay on the line.
Who was that? Scott Herman on the phone? Or was it Joel Hollander?
It was Rover.
It was Rover from Cleveland.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Or was it David Lee Roth?
You never know.
Yeah,
Hello.
I have a comment about Dakota Fanning.
Oh, okay.
Baby.
I want to say yes, and that's all I have to say.
Oh, that's disturbing. Says it all. All right, you perv.
Thank you.
All I know is every time we promise each other no more Tom Sizemore, he does something else, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Keeps giving. He's like Elvis.
Tom Sizemore.
He does.
Hey, Rob.
Hi, Tom.
It's Tom Sizemore.
Hey, you know, guys.
How's the tape doing?
It's not doing well.
Tom's suicidal.
You don't want to think about it. I lost everything. And when those thoughts would come on my mind, they were overwhelming thoughts. So I would use drugs to quell the pain. I couldn't remember where I lived anymore. I was going to kill myself. My attorney called me and said, Tom, if you don't get in treatment, you're going to die. And I went, I know. I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah, and as you can tell, he's turned it around.
2 words, Don. Overly dramatic.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Do you remember where you live?
I don't remember where I live, and I called my doctor. He said, I'm going to die.
I'll give you a hint.
What?
Your home says Maytag on it.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
I live in a box.
Hello.
Hey, Don and Mike, I just want to let you know that I wouldn't spend $19.95 on a Tom Sizemore video, but I would spend it at O'Mara's, the finest restaurant in all the land.
That's funny. $22.50 goes out to another lucky fan.
That's pretty sad.
Well,
Hello.
hey, we're getting Tom Sizemore out there, too.
Don and Mike show. Oh, is this the on-hold guy? Oh, hold on. I've got it. Just give me a second. They'll pick up any moment. I love this guy when he calls. It's the We're on Hold guy. He's kind of one of our regular wacky callers, but by now he normally picks up, right? Hey, come on hold guy.
Might be busy.
On hold guy.
You got to pick up the phone. That's how the bit works.
Your call is important to him. Please wait.
He'll get you in a minute. Just got to give him some time.
Hey, come on now. I know you're doing this like a real thing would, but come on. You're killing me. Hello?
Try hitting 0.
Like I can hit 0.
It might work.
He's a loose cannon, this guy.
No, he's not playing along today.
The music,
but the music's changed.
So perfect.
I bet he picks up your call in the order in which it was received.
Thanks for calling Free FM.
All right, we have no more time for this now.
The new home of David Lee Roth.
If you like the Tom Sizemore video, hit 1.
I only wish we had more time.
Yes.
Hi, my babies.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Rob.
Oh,
and incidentally, this is Ty Pennington.
One more.
Same voice. And the other guy, who was the other one? Who did Ty Pennington sound like?
Jesse Jackson.
No, it's not true.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Don. God damn it.
How's Charlie doing today?
Charlie's good.
Oh, good.
Charlie's really good.
And one last thing before we give away a prize.
All right.
I'm going to set off the alarm here.
Oh, no.
Yoko Ono.
No!
Oh, not that alarm.
Oh, dear.
There she is. Yeah. Right, I set off the alarm.
Yoko, oh!
Okay, so here's the deal with Yoko. I was on some U2 website, and they had a quote from Yoko.
Was that the quote? Here goes the high note.
Here we go. There she is. John Lennon is so lucky he's dead.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, here's from the U2 website. I was looking for a download of Vertigo. There's supposed to be some dance mix version.
Okay.
That's not the one that's on the Atomic Bomb record. So I'm looking around. It says like U2 News, and I printed this out. Bono says he is flattered but does not understand this compliment from Yoko Ono.
Okay, good.
Quote, Yoko came up to me a few weeks ago, put her hand on me and said, through your music, you are John's son.
Yeah.
Now, how does that make Sean or Julian feel?
Not too good.
Well, it's kind of Japanese. I get it. It's kind of a nice comment.
If she married him, she'd be Yoko Ono Bono. Yoko Ono Bono. No, I think it's a total diss of her kids.
You think so?
How could you walk up and go, you are like John's son? You know, meanwhile, hello, there are the two of them running around, right? Aren't there? Doesn't he have two?
Oh, and they're both musicians,
right,
too.
that's right. Sean and... Who did the one? Because it's
Julian.
Too late.
Julian Lennon.
For goodbye.
Through your music.
Maybe she just mistook him for someone named Johnson.
Through your music, you are John's son. My own son, Grasshopper, have disappointed me greatly.
Okay, that's
with
enough.
Their music.
Listen, here we go. We're going to give away the trip to Las Vegas now. We're going to give away $500 in cash.
I am Yoko Ono Bono.
And here's how we're going to do it.
Yoko Ono Bono standing by. Playing my favorite music now.
You know what this... Anybody recognize it? Hold on, give me a second here. Anybody know? I'll start it again in a moment. You don't recognize the theme. Now you'll get it when I give you the words. Okay. My mom is a whore. Oh. My mom is a whore. My mom is a great big stinking whore. Yes, Mike.
That's the theme song to My Mother's a Whore.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
My mom is a whore. My mom is a whore. My mom is a big fat stinking whore. And here's how we play My Mom's a Whore.
How do we play?
First, we need someone whose mom really is, or at one time was, a registered streetwalker.
This game plays great out in the state of Nevada.
Right. 877-365-3636. Because my mom is a whore.
Yeah.
My mom is a whore.
All right.
My mom put things in her mouth. She's a whore. Mom rolled over the way Mike likes it. She's a big, big, big whore. Oh, Buzz is going to a party this weekend.
Alone.
Yeah, alone.
Face down. Ass up.
I know that's the O'Mara way.
You got that right.
You know what?
What, did I just throw you off your throw you off your equilibrium there?
You know how sometimes I say things that oogie you out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Face down. Ass up. Look at him. I'm getting him. Yeah. I've never been able to do this before. This is great. This is great.
How you doing, Carla?
No, don't start with me. Not today. Don't start.
Well,
don't start.
Don't start with me.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
No, you didn't. Okay.
All right, go ahead. My mother's a whore.
Your mom is not a whore.
No, mine is. No, of course not. No, absolutely not. She's a saint.
And what would your
He's a saint.
And what would your mother think about you and that whole face down thing?
She'd not be pleased.
She would not. She'd be on my side.
She wouldn't like the entire discussion. She wouldn't be on anybody's side.
Yeah. No, she would be on my side. I bet your mom face up.
Now you know what? There you go. Never get in a fight like this with him, Buzz. He'll just come up and he'll charge the net.
My mom is a whore. My mom is a whore. My mom is a great big stinky whore. Okay, come on. You threw me off for a second there, Chair.
Okay.
You know, with the whole...
I know.
Face
down. Ass up. No, I said it wrong, the wrong way. The wrong rhythm, too.
Okay, all right,
It's more like face down. That's the way. It's just a song that I heard.
That's right.
That's all it is. It's a melody that I got that's caught in my head.
You mean it's not a request? When you get home and you walk through the door every night?
Well,
face down, ass up.
That's the way we like to. It's just a fascinating lyric.
Yes, it is.
If we get someone on the phone, whose mother truly is a whore, and let's see if we do already.
We did last time.
Oh, I know. We play this game like once a
Sure.
year. And then here's where the fun for you, the home listener, comes in.
The phone broken?
Yeah, the Don and Mike building. That's great.
Be proud.
Press dial tone 2888.
We have a ring.
There you go. Hey! I'm just excited the phone worked. Do we have a whore? Do we have a person whose mom is a whore?
Joe, do we have somebody whose mom is a whore?
Like Joe's on the phone.
Apparently, yes.
Apparently,
yes.
Well, okay, so thank you, B.A.
My sources say
Bye-bye.
yes.
My mom is a whore. My mom is a whore.
Well, how does it work?
Now we need other people to call. 877-365-3636. Here's how the game works. If you fool us, if we talk to you, and hopefully we'll get 5 or 6 people on the telephone, and then each of us will decide which one has the mother who's the whore.
Yes, we will do the interview process.
Now, if you're a caller and your mom isn't a whore and you fool us, you get a trip to Las Vegas for 2 from IndependenceAirFlyEye.com.
That's why it works best if we have about 5 people.
If you are actually the person whose mom is a whore and you fool us, you get the trip to Las Vegas for 2 and $500 in cash.
Wow.
However, keep in mind, if you're the one whose mom is a whore, we are going to have to call her on the air.
Yes.
And we are going to have to verify that she is or was a whore.
But don't worry. We'll say something nice like a lady of ill repute or streetwalker when we get mom on the phone.
Face down, ass up. Your cars, your credit at O'Mara's. My mom is a whore. My mom is a whore.
Yeah.
What? Don't look at me like that. Don't get mad at me today.
I'm not. How could I?
Exactly.
How could I possibly get mad at you?
I know.
There's so many other people to get mad at.
That's right.
I know. You and I are the only friends that we have left here.
It's pretty much accurate.
I mean, not counting you guys.
Right. Yeah, you guys are all included in that also.
Yeah. Anyway, my mom's a whore.
Mm-hmm.
Call now. My mom's a hooah.
FDAU.
Call now. We do have a whore.
Good.
Okay. We got a whore, so we'll have 5 or 6 other people, and if you fool us, you win the prize. So bring on the whoas. Ass up, face down.
Back door, baby.
This is the Don and Mike Show. This is the Don and Mike Show.
I want to do something meaningful with my life, Maury. I have deeper thoughts on my mind. The other day, I was thinking about volunteering to help teach underprivileged children to learn how to read. And just thinking about it was the most rewarding experience I've ever had.
Derek, I don't think you're cut out for that kind of thing.
I mean, maybe I could even have my own institute. We could call it the Derek Zoolander Center for Kids Who Can't Read. Good.
The Don and Mike Show.
They love to make pudding. Don and Mike.
Right now, we did not. Hold on a second. Before we play, we're ready to play My Mom is a Whore. Let me give you a quick update on. God damn this phone. You know, this is an embarrassment on the day that they renamed the building the Don and Mike building.
Yes.
That the phone really is just not working today. God damn. Ma Bell.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Jugs. Let me see. FantasiaLies.com.
Mm-hmm.
These people still want to get on the show. We may have them on tomorrow.
Okay, I'll tell them.
And Penn Jillette, who signed a very lucrative deal. Penn Jillette's another one of the people that got like 8,000 radio stations today from Infinity Broadcasting.
Yes, he did.
Good.
But we're happy about that. We're not resentful like we are with everybody else. We're happy with Penn Jillette.
Penn Jillette will be leading into this show, correct?
Yes, he will. Mm-hmm. And on some of our other stations as well.
Good. That's a good lead-in.
We were going to have Penn Jillette on to talk about his feud with David Copperfield, and then talk about his new radio show. We were going to have him on tomorrow. We may not be able have him on until Thursday. Beth Ann, please tell everybody why Penn may not be available to come on.
Because every year he sits down and watches the show 24 in a 24-hour period nonstop. And he started watching it last night after his show.
So, that to me, that's a valid reason.
Right.
That if
that's very cool.
And, if he wants to watch 24.
So he's watching it right now.
Right now, nonstop.
Yeah, right now. Nonstop the entire last season. So we may not get him on until Thursday.
That's pretty
he might
funny.
be sleeping. Right.
That's great.
But don't forget, tell those Fantasia Lives people. I know that
I'm sure they're by the phone.
I know they have been booked for weeks, but tomorrow may be the day that we break the seal and get to them.
Is she still on the billboard in her hometown? Or
Probably.
Did they win that battle?
I don't think they have.
All right.
Okay, thanks, B.A.
Okay, bye.
Beth Ann? She's
gone.
No, I see it myself. There is a whore on the line. Or a whore's son or daughter.
Right. And that doesn't have to be the whore themselves. We call the whore afterwards.
Yes. The mom. My mom is a whore. A stinky, stinky whore. My mom's a whore. My mom is a whore. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 prospective whores' children that we have to interview now to see if we can play and win. My mom is a whore. My mom is a whore. My mom is a whore. Ready to start?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. Now, in no particular order. Here's a guy named Al. Hello, Al.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mike?
We're doing great. Thank you for listening, Al.
Your mom's a whore, Al?
Yes, she was.
She was a whore. Okay.
And what is your mom's first name, Al?
Her name is it's hard. It's a Spanish name, so it's Gisela.
Gazella.
Okay, Gazella, fine. And where was Gazella a whore?
She was a whore in Colombia, Latin America.
Did she do this against her will or of her own free will?
No, this was of her own free will to support me.
And so you lived in Colombia?
I was in Colombia from age 1 to about age 7. Then I moved back to the States.
Did she make good coffee?
I'm sorry?
Don't worry about it.
I think you're lying. I just have don't tell us now. Of course, I could be wrong. I just have a feeling that you're lying. Where did you live in Colombia?
In Bogota.
Bogota.
How do you spell that?
Bogota with a little accent.
Can you describe the red light district of Colombia?
Of Bogota?
Yes.
The red light district today, I haven't been there in a while. I mean, this is when I was a little kid.
Right.
How do you know, seriously, if you were a little kid, how do you know that your mom was turning tricks?
Well, when I was in high school and on my way to going to college here when we moved here, I used to joke around because I was a virgin. So I would tell her one day I may just get myself a whore. And after so many times telling her that, I think she finally sat me down and said, okay.
All right. Thank you, Al.
Hold on a second.
Thanks, Al.
Was he gearing out?
That one, boy. No,
My
that
mom
was
is
just
a
when he went down that whole little thing. I couldn't even do it.
My mom's a whore. I don't believe that guy.
Okay.
However, sometimes they do try to play dumb to fool us. My mom is a whore. My mom is a whore.
No, not that bright.
And we have 7 on the line?
Yes, we do, Mike.
Wow.
Here's the second alleged whore's child. Here's a guy named Nick. Hi, Nick.
Interesting. It's all guys.
How you doing, Don and Mike?
Hi there, Nick. Welcome to My Mom is a Whore.
Thank you.
Where was your mom a whore, Nick?
Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, right now, let me just say, right away, incredible.
Based on the illegal city.
Well, based on the few times that you and I have been in Atlanta for either DJ conventions or...
Right, yes, and we get all those whores.
Well, no, Mike, it's the other guys.
Yes, the other guys we just watched.
It was Mason Dixon and Kid Leo who got all the whores.
Kid Leo.
Grover.
Kid Leo. Yeah, and Rover. It's not Grover, it's Rover. It's Rover. And David Lee Roth. Nick, let's see. Your mom was a whore in the ATL. When was your mom a whore in Atlanta?
Well, as far as I know, she still is.
Have you been in contact with her?
Not for a while, because her and my father broke up on kind of bad terms.
Yeah.
Kind of involved with it. They broke up because he thought she was cheating on him, and she wasn't saying anything, and they separated. And I guess he was lonely. So I don't know if you've heard of a website called theeroticreview.com.
Okay. Well, we just got duped.
Are you just doing a plug for your website, dude?
No. It's a
Of course he is.
No, I don't run it.
Okay, whatever.
I'm a soldier that works at Walter Reed. I wish I made that kind of money.
All right, now hold on. Are you really a soldier and you work at Walter Reed?
I really am.
And your mom, you say, is a whore to this day. What does she have to do with the website?
Well, the website is like, I guess you review whores that you've had. Not like just random off the street whores, but these are kind of like the higher class. And my dad did a search for someone resembling my mom because that's, I guess, the kind of woman he likes.
Are you at that site, Buzz?
Yeah, I am.
And is it what the guy said? Can you look up whores?
I'm just on the second
And what, did your dad find your mom?
And my dad found my mom. And there were reviews on her dating back years and years into the marriage.
This is like an R-rated Pina Colada song.
Yeah, it is. I don't buy it.
If you like being face down.
Ass up.
How old is her mom?
My mom is 42 now.
Who is the celebrity your mom most resembles?
I'd have to say maybe lighter hair.
Come on.
Who's that girl on Desperate Housewives? She used to be on the Superman show.
Oh,
Terry
Hatcher.
Hatcher.
Right.
Superman show.
Superman.
Lighter hair. And when was the last time you spoke with your mom?
Probably the last time I was in Georgia was about 3 years ago. So
My mom is a whore.
Thank you.
My mom is a whore.
Thank you very much. That's our second one.
Now again,
that was Nick.
I don't believe him, but Buzz,
yes,
you went to the website. What was that website?
It's a real website, and apparently there are reviews on there.
My mom is a whore. Now, one of these people, the mom really is a whore.
Yeah,
and it's our job to find out which.
Well, it could be a more complicated plot than that.
What are you thinking now, Mr. Conspiracy?
Well, it could, allegedly.
Yeah.
We still will have to speak to the mom to make the final determination.
Yeah, right.
They might be duping, you got to get that mom's confirmation.
Oh, no, and we will. I understand.
Straight from the whore's mouth.
So far with Al and Nick, I'm not buying it.
Hello, Steve?
Yeah. Hey, guys, how you doing?
Here is Steve. Welcome to the show. Thank you for listening. Steve, is your mom a whore?
Yes, she was.
When and where?
I guess it would be the majority of the 80s while I was growing up. Down on K Street.
Here in D.C.?
Yeah, I actually live in Leesburg, yeah.
On K Street.
K Street.
The whores never hung out on K Street is like where the lawyers are.
K Street's where George Clooney had that TV show about the law firm and the PR firm and the government.
If your mom was truly a whore in D.C., there is one street that you name that everybody knows is the whore.
What street would that be, Steve?
Well, that would be K Street.
No, and
terribly
you are.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, I don't know much about it, but that's where she told me that she worked.
You're lying. It's 14th Street.
14th Street.
Everybody knows that's where the whores are. Please, I hate to disqualify anybody early, but I would bet the entire prize you're lying. Are you willing to jump in on this
without
with me,
question?
Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for the entire prize right now, we both think that you're so bad, there's no way you're telling the truth. Are you lying or not?
I am lying.
Yeah, thank you very much.
For future reference, if you're going to use historical landmarks...
I thought it was K Street instead of 14th.
It's 14th.
My bad.
K Street.
No wonder business was so bad.
I don't know what it says about us. But it's kind of common knowledge, that 14th Street thing.
Yeah, let's say that.
My mom is a whore. She's a big whore. Big stinky hoe.
Don't you think that it's kind of like that, right? I mean, it's kind of common knowledge. I asked you that. Is that right?
Mike, I said it at the same time as you did.
Yeah, I thought so. I just don't want to feel bad about myself.
Nickname Marion Barry Drive.
Yeah, but K Street also a lot of cash transactions.
Yes, there are plenty of whores on K Street. Guaranteed.
Let's try somebody else. Here's a guy named Scott. Hello, Scott.
What's going on, guys?
Is your mom a whore?
My mom is a huge whore.
How long is she currently a whore? Was she a whore in the past? Tell us.
She's been tricking since she was like 15, 16, I think.
She's been tricking. I like this so far. She's been tricking. Where did she trick?
When did she?
Yeah, when?
Where?
When and where?
Oh, it's Washington, D.C. It's on 14th, and actually she pulls time on Georgia Avenue, Georgia and Kenyon.
Okay, now... Now, I want to say that's a good pull, saying Georgia Avenue and Kenyon.
Do you know what she charges?
What's that?
What does she charge?
What is it? What's what? I'm sorry.
What does your mom charge for sex?
How much money?
I haven't gotten it from her. I wouldn't know.
When was the last time you talked to your mom?
Yesterday. And she's at the house today. She's actually resting right now. She's in the other room.
Resting.
I don't buy this.
I don't believe
buy
it
this
either.
for a second.
You can't disbelieve all of them.
These are all.
Yes, we can, Buzz.
Yeah, we can. Believe
we can.
These are all on hold.
Yep. I'm reading you all the ones that have been screened.
Very good.
Somewhere in there's one guy whose mom really is a
What's her
whore.
stage name, Scott?
What's that? Candy. I know I told the guy it sounds stereotypical, but her name is Candy.
Yeah.
And what do you think her best act is? What do you think she's best at?
I don't know. She's kind of a big girl, so probably just laying on her back.
Laying on her back. Okay, hold on a second, please.
Thanks. That's credibility.
My mom is a whore. My mom is a big, fat, sloppy whore.
That unraveled quick.
It sure
Let's
did.
see. You know what? We better break so we have time for Buzz's News tonight. And we're going to do one more break of this because we have more guys to talk to. Mike, who have we had thus far on My Mom is a Whore?
We've got Al, who said that Gisela, or Gazella,
that was a Gazella.
From Bogota. And,
Colombia, right.
We had Nick, who said his mom was tricking down in Atlanta. He's a soldier from Walter Reed, sent us to a website. We had Steve, who was just blown out of the water. Steve was lying.
Right, the guy
said
that said K Street instead of 14th Street.
And then Scott, who mentioned not only 14th Street, but Georgia and Canyon, and passed along the fact that his mother, Candy, simply likes to lie there because she's a big girl.
My mom is a whore. Wow. Now, one of those guys, one of those four that we've already disqualified one, so one of those three could have been telling the truth.
Right.
We've still got...
It could happen.
We've still got two more to go through. We'll do that when we come back. Let me make sure I'm counting correctly. Because now I only see...
Hello?
Hey.
Now
I only see 5 lines on hold. What happened to... Didn't we have...
Well, we dumped Steve. You got rid of Steve, so we've only got 3 contestants.
Al, Nick, and Scott we've talked to.
Right. And Steve, you sent away early because he was a liar, and he admitted to it.
Beth Ann, can...
I thought it. I don't know. I don't think it was the guy from Atlanta.
Is the subject making you uncomfortable?
No.
What, Buzz?
I was just going to say, I think it could be any of the 3 we've talked to so far, but I want to hear the other 2.
I have an early favorite.
Yes?
One of the one we spoke to.
Oh, which one?
The Walter Reed guy.
Oh, you think so?
There was a certain concreteness to his story.
I think it's Steve, the guy
Who
that
was
already...
the Walter Reed guy?
Steve was the guy that already... And thank you again, Beth Ann.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks so much.
Sorry.
Thank you, Jesus Christ,
You talk,
once again.
You talk, he
I'm
talks.
hanging up.
God,
Bye.
Come on, kids. All right, bye, Beth Ann.
Bye.
Thanks for saying bye. Bye-bye. What, Mike?
What's that?
I forgot.
I forgot.
You almost said something else.
I forgot. No,
Didn't you?
I think it was Steve, the guy that admitted to lying.
Okay, we'll be back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Do you know your credit score? You should, because staying on top of your credit could help save you thousands of dollars. You can now get your credit score and credit report at freecreditreport.com.
I go online and in seconds I get my credit report and credit score free. I can even print it right off my computer.
Staying on top of my credit helped me save a lot of money.
Get your free credit report and score when you sign up for a 30-day credit monitoring trial at freecreditreport.com. That's freecreditreport.com.
Hello, my name's Smokey, and I'm a hardcore biker. I'm here to tell you that Geico... Hold on a sec. Is this the right music, bro? Really? Anyway, Geico covers most kinds of bikes, so you can get money-saving discounts whether you're a casual weekend rider or a hardcore biker like me. Yeah, see, man, I'm not sure. This music don't make a lick of sense.
For a free rate quote on motorcycle insurance, visit geico.com or call 1-800-44-CYCLE. Geico Motorcycle Insurance. Let's ride.
Lots of traffic out there, but first let's talk about CBS Tuesday. Mark Harmon in a new NCIS. Then there's even more thrills with a new Amazing Race and Jerry Bruckheimer's new crime drama, Close to Home. Just wait until you see what happens to the people next door.
Jason?
Yeah, Pilot Bob.
Aren't we supposed to be doing the traffic?
Getting to that. Just get home as fast as you can through that nasty snarl of traffic for one great night of TV. Go ahead, take her down, Bob.
All new CBS Tonight.
At CompUSA, we get that entertainment centers don't just sit in living rooms, because now you can enjoy your DVDs, DVR, TV, MP3s, and games on a laptop with a 17-inch Ultimate True Bright display. It's the Toshiba Cosmeo G25 with Intel Centrino mobile technology. Get yours for just under $3,000. Only at CompUSA. We got it, we get it. Offer good through Sunday. See store for details.
Don and Mike Afternoons.
Don and Mike, there'll be no mollycoddling.
It's the Don and Mike Show on AM 1550, The Edge.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
It's the Don and Mike Show, followed by Tom Leykis at 7 on The Edge 1550.
NBC News Radio, I'm Tom Costello. A soldier killed in Iraq last week has died, bringing to 2,000 the number of Americans killed there. Before news of the grim milestone was announced, President Bush told a group of military spouses that there is more work to be done in Iraq, and that means more risk. NBC's Jim McLeshevsky is at the Pentagon.
A short time ago, one military officer somberly observed that whether today's number is at 1,900 or 2,000 really doesn't matter, because it's very likely that there'll be another American killed tomorrow or the next day or the next.
In Florida, news that it could be weeks before power and other services are restored to homes in the wake of Hurricane Wilma. And Wilma is now making life miserable for people in the Northeast, joining with another storm system to create a powerful nor'easter and already knocking out power to thousands of people in New York City and New Jersey. With heavy winds, the storm is expected to dump several inches of rain and even snow from New Jersey up to Maine. I'm Tom Costello, NBC News Radio.
Time for Mom's Most Shocking Secrets Revealed. Today, Campbell's Cheesy Chicken and Rice Bake. An exclusive investigation uncovers how moms make this delicious meal. First, mix Campbell's cream of chicken soup with chicken and rice. Place into oven. When done, top with cheese. Mouth-watering, yet true. Look for full recipe details at campbellskitchen.com. Mom's hidden truth, finally exposed.
Come home to a home-cooked meal with Campbell's.
Hey, boss.
Yes?
You know how we save so much time with each free carrier pickup we get from the U.S. Postal Service?
Oh, sure.
Well, I figure we can save even more time by using initials. So instead of saying free carrier pickup, we just say FCP.
Right.
It'll save us valuable seconds each week.
Initials, huh? Like GOOMO.
Exactly, sir. What does that stand for?
Get out of my office.
You catch on quickly, sir.
Go to USPS.com today. Print labels, pay for postage, and request a free carrier pickup. It's simple and it's free.
I never thought much of smoking myself, but I always used to let my friends smoke over at the house or while they were riding in my car. I was just trying to make them comfortable. You know, making people feel at home. Anyhow, one day my son Miles started coughing, and his doctor told me that he might be developing a lung condition that was caused by being around adults that smoke.
Over 300,000 children suffer from respiratory diseases every year due to secondhand smoke. And if your child has asthma, secondhand smoke makes their condition worse, affecting nearly 1 million children. Protect your children. Protect the home they live in.
I mean, I want my friends to feel welcome, but my first priority is taking care of my son. From now on, smoking is out the door. Not in my house. Not around my kids.
Paid for by the Pennsylvania Department of Health.
Hi, everyone. This is Tom Reed of The Networking Guy, reminding you to listen to the Small Business Hour every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. right here on the Edge AM 1550. This is a program that celebrates the courageous men and women who represent the thousands of small business owners here in the Pittsburgh marketplace. Each show features a panel of dynamic small business experts eager to share their knowledge with you. We will have informative and practical discussions on all the issues that are important to anyone and everyone who owns a small business, is thinking of starting one, or makes their living calling on them. You're going to get ideas, advice, and opinions from other small business owners who are out there every day making it happen. So save those honeydews for the afternoon and join me, Tom Rita, every Saturday morning from 11 to 12 on the Edge AM 1550 for Business in the Fast Lane.
The second leading cause of lung cancer, radon, could be in your home, and you wouldn't even know it. I'm Environmental Protection Secretary Katie McGinty.
First thing they should do is get their homes tested.
Sal and Lori Franco, with 2 young children, took action to lower high radon levels in their Berks County home.
And that made me feel good as a mother, knowing that my kids were safe.
For information, call 800-23-RADON.
Sponsored by PA Department of Environmental Protection, Edward G. Rendell, Governor.
Data security and speed can be what puts your business ahead of your competition. But cost is important too. You might be paying every month for bandwidth you don't use. Let's talk about your company's disaster recovery system. Is it as effective and secure as it could be? What are you paying for your T1 line? I'll bet we can offer you a better deal. We're ASP Station, a premier independent server co-location facility and high-speed internet access provider. Virtually unlimited bandwidth, co-location for your backup servers, off-site system backup, and secure access to your equipment 24/7. Check us out on the web at aspstation.net or call us at 412-661-6001. Easy number to remember, 412-661-6001. ASP Station, 412-661-6001.
Teach your child the responsible use of online resources. Tell them up front what your rules are for Internet use and the consequences of breaking them. Take some time to explore valuable uses of the Internet with your child. This safety tip brought to you by Pennsylvania Learners Online Cyber School. For more information on how your child can attend classes from home at no cost to you, visit www.palearnersonline.net or call the Allegheny Intermediate Unit at 412-394-5700.
I never thought much of smoking myself, but I always used to let my friends smoke over at the house or while they were riding in my car. I was just trying to make them comfortable. You know, making people feel at home. Anyhow, one day my son Miles started coughing, and his doctor told me that he might be developing a lung condition that was caused by being around adults that smoke.
Over 300,000 children suffer from respiratory diseases every year due to secondhand smoke. And if your child has asthma, secondhand smoke makes their condition worse, affecting nearly 1 million children. Protect your children. Protect the home they live in.
I mean, I want my friends to feel welcome, but my first priority is taking care of my son. From now on, smoking is out the door. Not in my house. Not around my kids.
Paid for by the Pennsylvania Department of Health.
Hello, this is Jimmy Carter. Since 1982, Habitat for Humanity has been building houses and hope in the countries of Asia. But for hundreds of thousands of people, hope turned to despair last December when a tsunami struck. Today, Habitat building centers are being established to provide jobs, to teach new skills, and to offer people the dignity to rebuild not only their houses, but their lives. I urge you to join me and support the work of Habitat for Humanity in your own community and around the world. Visit habitat.org.
WURP Braddock. WURP Braddock. Pittsburgh's new talk radio station is 1550 The Edge. Cards comes the Don and Mike Show.
We'll finish this thing up with My Mom is a Whore. First, just a couple of radio notes for you.
Oh, good.
I know we've spent some time talking about the behind-the-scenes stuff.
So much happening.
I don't know if this is going to be good for us or not. You know, we mentioned the company made a bunch of expansion today, and of course, as always, we were the one show that was not invited along.
Left behind.
We were? Yes. One of the stations that switched to All Talk today was our former station, Philadelphia WYSP.
That's right.
Now, the reason we got canned there is because Tim Sabian is just a horse's ass. And he didn't like us, and we didn't like him. However, I am reading now, what is this? They got a new program director at WYSP. Good old Tom Bigby. Now, Bigby's a guy who I worked for 23 or 24 years ago in Los Angeles, who was just a dick, a supreme uber dick.
Isn't he the guy that did the Army Man thing?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that story.
But do you remember how we later, you and I, bonded with Tom Bigby? Don't you remember up at WNEW when Tom Bigby was running around like he was going to fix that station?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Tom Bigby.
You might have bonded with him. I wouldn't be able to pick him out of a lineup.
Oh, sure.
I never saw the guy.
Well, come on, Jabba the Hutt.
But, I mean, did you have conversations with him up there?
Yeah, I think we even discussed it on the air that he and I had long discussions about what a jerk program director he was.
Okay.
When he used to yell at his DJs all the time on the hotline for playing, like, records they liked.
Remember what he did to the morning guy who was criminally insane at that station?
Oh, no, yeah. What did he do to Scott Farrell?
He did the screensaver that said, "This could be your last show." So whenever he was on the air,
so he hadn't changed at all as far as being a dick.
No, but he wasn't a dick to me, and I think he was a fan of our show. Although it would really,
I guess I shouldn't have said that then.
Like it would matter. Yeah, that ain't gonna matter. Oh, and also radio related. I was just checking my.
So
messages.
the conclusion would be it's not good for us then.
No, I think it might be.
Okay,
can go either way.
I think it might be. I know that we got a better chance of getting cleared in Philadelphia with Bigby than we do with the remaining scent of Sabian still being around.
Okay, that's good news.
Even though he's gone. And one other thing, I just checked my messages at home.
Yes.
Just a second. Doo-doo. Oh, goddamn, what's that number? Not my home number, I mean.
And that's the broken phone you're using.
There's a message from a radio guy. I've not heard from...
Welcome to Verizon's voice message. Please enter a mailbox number. Please enter your passcode. 1. New message.
This is all I heard.
First message.
Here we go.
Hi, Don. It's George McFly. It's Tuesday afternoon. And, I talked to Bart.
Anyway, that's
wow.
Tomorrow.
That's a
yeah! The return of George McFly.
Yeah!
That's a come on, Mike.
Yeah!
Come on, Mike.
Did he say he talked to Bart?
Yes, he did.
Is that okay?
I don't even know how he got Bart's phone number.
Wow.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll have George McFly on the show.
Peachy. Good.
My mom is a whore. But now we got to get a winner on My Mom is a Whore. We have 2 more guys to talk to. Thus far, we've talked to Al, Nick, and Scott.
Right. Steve and Scott.
I'm
Steve
sorry.
was dumped early.
I'm sorry, Mike. Thank you. And let's go to Donnie. Hello, Donnie.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, my friend. Welcome to My Mom is a Whore.
All right.
Is your mom a whore? Was she a whore?
Yeah, that's the story. She was a whore before I was born.
I don't even know why I say stuff like Bigby got the job. So, listen, it would not freaking matter if my son got the job at one of these radio stations. They wouldn't hire us. Infinity's not going to give us any more stations.
I don't think so.
No. It wouldn't matter if you're a dear sainted mom.
But, hey, George McFly is going to be on the show, so that's good.
Well, cheer up.
You know what? Now, come on, Mike. In fairness to George McFly.
No, I really, you were calling it, and I'm waiting to hear some, program director's voice. I was completely surprised. I'm like, wow. Here's somebody like a voice from our past. Maybe somebody that's going to call, and instead it's the MFer that wants my job. Hallelujah. Glory be.
I think he's past. Mike,
you.
He's past. And people enjoy him.
No, that just, I got to be honest with you. That was the cherry on my Sunday today. Yeah. That really was. That makes this the best day, single best day of my radio career.
Oh, come on. No, now, you be honest.
It truly does.
We have had 8,000 days that were worse than today.
Yeah, we probably have.
Today we just found out
I thought it was a ray of sunshine. That's why. I thought it was like, oh, boy, okay, there's the Tom Bigby, and then there's going to be somebody.
No, listen,
I was thinking it was going to be the voice of Alan Goodman.
No, come on. And George McFly is goofy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Come on.
Well, come on.
No,
you feel the same way. I mean, it's George McFly.
Come on.
F George McFly.
Oh, you know what?
I don't like George McFly. I really don't. I don't like George McFly. Well, it's out there. Okay. Everybody knows it because every time he's on the show,
tell him tomorrow.
Mike, I know you know I want your job. It's like every single time. It just drives me nuts. It does.
Tiger.
There. Now it's out. My energy is low right now, so I'm just coming clean with
Tiger.
We've been dealing with so much BS all day. I might as well be. If I can't be honest with you,
but I'm just
who can I be honest? And here I am thinking it's going to be some great program director.
Christ, I'm sorry.
And then it's George McFly.
I know some listeners enjoy hearing George McFly. And listen, he even pisses me off. He's my friend. He pisses me off sometimes, too. He's so freaking crazy.
He is a crazy dude.
And the more I think about that Bigby thing? Fat chance.
Not a chance?
No pun intended. Fat chance, I said. Fat chance.
You see, I didn't meet him at all when we were up in New York. I think you pointed to him. He's a man of larger
Big,
character.
gigantic guy. And today was not the worst day we've had in radio. Today's just a day that we were passed over again like we have been for the last 15 years in this company whenever they have an opening on a station.
We have had worse days in radio. I will give you that. We definitely have had worse days. Yes.
What, Robbie?
You know who had a good day today?
Who?
Quinn Cummings.
Who's Quinn Cummings?
She's the goodbye girl.
Oh, you found the name of the girl that was on the... Yeah.
Although I had Joe look it up, I got it all on my own.
Rob and I were having a perverted conversation about Dakota Fanning, mainly to bother Mike. And then when Mike left the room...
Really? That was to bother me?
And then when Mike left the room, I said to Rob, hey, whatever happened to that chick from the Goodbye Girl?
Hot.
What's her name?
Quinn
Cummings.
You didn't remember it.
Yes.
Was she also the girl that was on My Three Sons, that played the little girl on My Three Sons?
Dodie. Heavens, no.
Dodie?
Dodie,
I mean, Dodie was her character.
What was the doll's name that she used to have?
Mrs. Goodman?
No, Miss Beasley. That was from Family Affair.
No, Miss Beasley was Family Affair, but there was a doll on My Three Sons as well.
Really?
Was there?
There was with the little...
I bailed by the time.
With the little girl.
If it opened with Steve saying, hi, welcome to our show.
And the big foot.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That would tap out, da-da-da-da.
That's right.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't her then.
No.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know who else was great was Luann from Oh God Book 2. Just a one-named little girl, Luann.
Oh, God.
We're getting a real insight into Rob Spiewak, SVU right now. And Mike, don't you worry. We won't call George McFly tomorrow. Okay? Just see this? Look at this. Go on.
Good.
Go on. Not part of the show.
Good.
Not part of the show.
Thank God. I'd rather have you call Dakota Fanning than George McFly.
She's so hot.
Can we call Quinn?
Quinn Cummings would be...
Might as well.
In her 60s now. Quinn Cummings would be a woman of her mid-40s to early 50s. Maybe not.
You know who else is so hot? Apple.
Oh, Apple Paltrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple Paltrow.
Apple Coldplay.
Apple Paltrow would be too.
Like I said, hot. God. Would you rather have us talk to George McFly?
Oh, if you're going to push it, you know, that's fine.
You know who else is super hot?
Well, I'm thinking...
The unborn baby inside Katie Holmes.
Yes, but not as hot as crime fighter Gillette.
I'd like to point out you have a young daughter, too. I should point that out to you.
Yeah, but it's all in
Mr.
good fun.
Man. I know it's all in good fun.
Julia's hot, too.
Thank you. Moxie crime fighter Gillette. Easy now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
There, thank you.
Finally. Johnny? I'm Donnie.
What's up?
Donnie. Hi there.
Donnie was just about to tell us all about his mother, the whore.
That's it. My mom's a whore. My mom is a whore. Donnie, how long has your mom been a whore?
She was one when she was a teenager, and that was about it, just for a few years before I was born.
Did you say she was one when she was a teenager?
What's that now?
How's that?
Yeah. How long ago did she get out of the life?
Oh, back when she was 19. This is 21 years ago, 22 years ago.
Where did she trick?
Where? In Sacramento.
Oh, so she's a Sacramento whore.
And that would be the third question he has answered with a question.
And when your mom was a whore, how did you find out about it?
My father.
What did?
They got married. They were divorced now for 20 years. They were divorced when I was about 6.
When's the last time you talked to your mom?
2 days ago.
Hold on a second. Hold on, just one moment.
That's, for me, that may be the most difficult one we've had.
I kind of believe him.
Because he's got that kind of way of talking where he might not be lying, he's just dumb.
Just dumb enough, right.
First one I don't believe.
My mom is a... Oh, really, Buzz?
Yes.
All right, here's our last contestant. Let's talk to Joe. Hello, Joe.
Hi there.
Hi, thank you for listening to the show. Joe, is your mom a whore?
As far as I know.
Hello, Joe.
As far as you know...
The name of the game is My Mom is a Whore. You would have to be sure.
I was told that she was. I was raised by my grandparents. And so basically by the time I was 15, my grandmother told me that's why I don't have a lot of contact about my mom. I'd always ask a lot of questions.
Have you had any contact with your mom recently?
Well, I saw her one Christmas about 10 years ago.
Oh. So it'd be difficult to confirm by calling her.
That's right. She a good-looking woman?
Well, Joe said we could confirm it with my grandmother if need be.
Oh, now see, this guy's got an answer. So either this guy is really on the level, or he's thought ahead enough, because we could call the grandmother to verify.
Yeah, that would be acceptable, I suppose. What was your mom's hooker name or her name?
Well, I know her name's Angela, and I believe they either called her Angel or Angie.
Okay, hold on a second, please. That's all the time we have for this edition of My Mom's a Whore.
Wow, what a collection we have.
Who do we have to look at tonight?
We have Alvin, of course, Gazella from Bogota, Colombia. Nick from Atlanta. He's a soldier and says his mom is a whore. We have Scott. He says his mom turned tricks down at Georgia and Canyon, and her name was Candy. And then we had Donnie from Sacramento. We didn't get the name of Donnie's mom, but Donnie was slurring and mumbling, and we kind of believed him. Then Joe, who was raised by his grandparents, and his mom's forename was Angel.
All right, it's time for your panel of experts to vote. Keep in mind, fool the judges, win a prize. Trip to Las Vegas from Independence Air, flyeye.com. Let me see. Let's vote. I think Donnie, the dumb guy, is my vote that his mom is the whore.
I'm going to go with Joe, who was raised by his grandparents, our last person that we talked to.
One, yeah.
Buzz?
I'm going to say contestant number 2, Nick.
All right, we're evenly split.
Okay, before we call them, before we find out, let's call Beth Ann to see if any of us has selected the whore.
She said only Joe knows.
Hello?
Hi there.
Hey.
All right, I chose Donnie, Mike chose Joe, and Buzz chose
Nick.
Do any of the three of us have it correct?
Okay. Only Joe Ardinger knows the answer to this.
Oh, put him on, please.
Hello?
Hello, Joe.
Joe.
Let's see. I chose Donnie. Mike chose... I'm sorry, Mike. I keep forgetting. Joe. And Buzz chose...
Nick.
Do any of the three of us have it correct?
No.
Oh. You are kidding me. You are kidding me.
Oh, wow.
That means that Donnie...
This is the guy we hung up on?
Joe and... Who did you pick, Buzz?
Nick.
Nick. They have all won a trip to Las Vegas from IndependenceAir.com.
Wow. Inconceivable.
FlyEye.com, Independence Air, the official airline of the Don and Mike Show. And that means one of these doofuses has won a vacation to Las Vegas and $500 in cash. Joe, which guy has the mom who's the whore?
Is it Al from with Gazella from Bogota, Colombia, or is it Scott, whose mom, Candy?
It was a huge whore.
Candy turned tricks on Georgia and Canyon.
It's line 5, Scott.
Scott! Oh, my God. You would have been the last one I would have chosen.
Your mom is a whore. Your mom is a big, stinky whore.
Wow.
So your mom actually was a whore here in the D.C. area.
In the District of Columbia, correct.
Well, you know, we're gonna have to go to break here and set up Buzz's news. When we come back, we will have to speak.
Number, though.
Pardon me?
She left the house. I'm going to give you her cell phone number now. She's not in the house anymore, so...
That's cool. That's cool.
Or pager.
Scott, thank you for playing. Thank you for playing My Mom is a Whore. And because your mom truly is a whore, and we'll verify that in a minute. We'll hear it on the air. Joe, can you handle that?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'll put him on hold. And you have won a trip to Las Vegas from Independence Air, the official airline of the Don and Mike Show. Independence Air, go your own way. That's a trip for 2 to Las Vegas with $500.
Wow.
Nice. When we come back, after setting up the news with Buzz, hopefully Joe will have the whore on the phone, and we'll just be able to say hi to her.
Candy. Lovely Candy.
So how about that? Everybody's a winner on this game.
Exciting.
And actually, I guess, let me see. There was one guy who nobody picked, right? There was one guy.
That was the guy from Colombia.
Right, well, he doesn't get anything.
He doesn't win.
He's a big loser. But all the other guys that we selected, they get the round trip to Las Vegas from Independence Air.
Congratulations.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people.
Buzz.
It's me.
He made it up.
You know who else's mom is a whore?
No.
George McFly.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
That's for you. Come on.
I appreciate that.
Come on, pal.
I appreciate that.
Come on.
Thank you. I don't feel that strongly about him, though. I was just overreacting. I really was. I was.
Can we call him tomorrow then?
Absolutely, of course.
No, you're shaking your head no.
No, I am. I'm saying
really?
serious. Of course.
Okay, all right.
I don't really hate him. It's all in context.
Gotcha.
You know, it was timing. I was really, like you come down on Christmas morning and you can open up that new toy pop gun that you want, that wonderful gun, and you open it up and it's, turns into a sweater. That's all that was.
Hi there, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Don't forget, Mike, don't be down just because we didn't get any new radio stations today. You are broadcasting from the Don and Mike building.
Yeah.
Don't that mean something?
Something? No.
I know it doesn't. It's worthless. Buzz, what's the lead story tonight on News and Comments?
Tonight, the White House goes after the real problem, comedy.
Brother, what can I do to help you?
Well, they better not look here.
Chuckle.
Stay tuned for News and Comments
coming
up on the Don and Mike Show.
Here on Free FM. That was very...
Colonicational.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show.
Handsome man recaps news in pleasing baritone. Stay tuned for this and more.
When they lay it out, they play it out.
Yeah.
Don and Mike.
What?
I don't know. I'm just listening to Van Halen. Which do you like better, Van Hagar?
This is the morning man after David Lee Roth fails.
There's a time and place for...
Hey, Sammy in the morning. Stand by, Buzz.
Yes.
For News and Comments.
Right.
First, let's finish up with Mom is a whore. My mom is a whore. On the line is Scott.
Scott, the son of Candy.
Hi, Scott.
What's going on, guys?
Now, your mom is also on the line. Let's welcome her as well. Hello, Mom.
Yeah.
Hi. Listen, Scott, why don't you go ahead and chat with your mom? Now, what was your mom's name again, Scott?
Candy.
Candy. Oh, hi, Candy. Candy?
Yes.
Candy, is that your name?
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to put your idiot son on hold for a second.
He's breathing a little too heavily.
Yeah, he's a mouth breather. Candy, I hope you don't mind us asking a question that appears to be very personal. But it's, maybe you're the mouth breather.
Yeah, it's a little loud in the background. You got a bad phone there, Candy?
Actually, no. I'm on my moonlighting job.
Oh,
Candy, Candy, are you now or have you ever been a prostitute? A prostitute.
Yes, I am, and I'm a good one.
So you are currently a prostitute?
Yes, I am.
I know she said it way too easy, didn't she?
Oh, boy, another controversy.
Well, then you're good at it.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Is this Karen?
Hold on a second.
It seriously sounds like the girl that called the maze.
Scott?
I'm here now, guys.
No way.
Is that really your mom?
That was Candy. That was my mom.
We'll give you a consolation prize if you come clean with this.
What's that?
That's something your mom wished the guys would do, incidentally. Let's put them both together. Let's hear the mother and child reunion. Scott, why don't you talk to Candy for just about 30 seconds?
Hey, Mom.
What are you doing to me, kid?
Can I explain to her what is happening?
Sure.
Okay, well, Mom, this is the deal, okay? And I promise I'll take you with me. They wanted to know, the thing on there was, is your mom a whore on the show? And you are. I mean, you do pull tricks out there. And so I called in the show, and I actually wanted some tickets and everything because you pull tricks. So, I mean, I know.
Yeah, well, Scott, you know my saying. I taste like candy, and I melt in your mouth, and it's good.
Listen,
I'm not sure
hold on a second there.
She added credibility, though.
She sure did.
Has his dialect changed?
Maybe.
And that's a little fishy, because his voice sounds a little different than when he started.
I don't think he's been it's the same guy. This is absolutely the same guy.
I might be able to ask some questions that might clear this up.
All right, go ahead.
Candy?
Yes.
Candy, have you ever been locked up for doing this?
Yes, I have.
And explain that. What happens when you get locked up down there on 14th Street, Georgia Avenue, Canyon? What happens when that goes down?
Well, at the time that I was locked up, I went in, they booked us, they put 3 of us in the wagon. We were all thrown in the back. Our pimp came down. I got the hell beat out of me after he bonded me out. They fingerprint you and everything.
All right, listen, I'm afraid that we got to go with this, Candy.
And she came up with it quickly, and I'm giving her credit for that.
She did.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Candy. Well, your retarded son has won a trip to Las Vegas and $500. Candy?
I get the money.
You get the money. There you go.
You always do.
All right. Thank you, Candy.
All
right.
Baby, you want to try it sometime?
Oh, my. Wow.
Maybe you could come to Shondel's party on Saturday night.
Ah.
Hold on. Hold on there, Candy.
Good.
So, Scott, tell me something. Is your mom a good lay? You know, I'm looking to get laid again.
Oh, man, she is the best. That's what they say, man.
Scott, you made a comment that she's a bit of a big woman. Is that true?
She's like, I don't know, 325.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big girl.
Yeah, he just lost. You know, it's just good that Scott's staying out of this because Candy was credible. Scott is not.
I agree. We got to go to Buzz now.
Yeah.
I mean,
too late to do an investigation.
Maybe on tomorrow's show after we talk to George McFly.
It's really too bad.
Kidding, Mike.
I don't care. I really, as Southerners would say, I really showed my ass there. No, I love him.
I like to fall out.
I like to fall out.
I like to fall out when Mike was saying, "This is what a bad day this is." Christ, you know what a bad day is? Tomorrow will be a bad day.
Oh, really?
I just got a feeling.
Okay.
I just got a feeling.
I think tomorrow's going to be worse than today.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think next Thursday probably. That looks like meltdown day. That's double B day. That's Bobby Bacala day.
Yes, sirree. They're really behind you.
Here's Buzz. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike. Who says this White House is too distracted by its troubles to make sure the details are covered?
I do.
Not this reporter.
I do.
Sure, the White House has a lot on its plate this week. You remember the list. But White House lawyers somehow found the time to fire off a letter of warning to the comedy writers who make up the satire group The Onion.
Are you ready for some football?
Hey, I know what an onion means. That means something else.
Let's peel that onion.
How's your onion?
Well, online, The Onion does a spoof of the president's weekly radio address. The impression is weak, but the writing is funny.
When you eat onions, do you cry?
Yes, all the time.
So this week, the boys at The Onion got a letter from the White House warning the jokesters to stop putting the presidential seal on their website next to their weekly fake radio presidential address. The letter came from the same office that was helping the president find a Supreme Court nominee at about the same time. The result of that search...
Did you say a seal?
Yes, the presidential seal. There he is now, presidential seal, Paul Gorgie.
Thank you.
Paul Gorgie, you got it in there.
The letter came from the same office that was helping the president find a Supreme Court nominee. The result of the search was Harriet Myers.
Did you say the letter?
Sometimes the jokes just write themselves.
This is Robert the Mailman.
Letter.
There's the letter carrier. White House lawyers say that unless an exemption is granted, the seal cannot be used for commercial purposes. I just saw it on CNN.
All I know, one rule, don't break the seal.
So...
How you doing, Candy?
The Onion has filed for an exemption since its website and newspaper are free. The Onion also suggests that the cost of all this on lawyers and stationery might have been better spent on tax breaks for comedy writers.
I used to love Gary Puckett and the Onion Gap.
Union Gap.
Sorry about that.
I don't go to the Onion for my news. I go to the Bunyan.
Oh.
You know what?
Amen.
Can you guess what Gary Puckett's song I love singing about Dakota Fanning? Young girl, get out of my life. Ba, ba, ba. My love for you is way out of line.
You
better run, girl. You're much too young, girl.
George McFly, girl.
Buzz, you're the one I've had the discussion with.
With all the charms of a woman, you hid the secret of your youth. You led me to believe you're old enough to give me love, but now it hurts to know the truth. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know. One night, Buzz and I were getting drunk and talking about Gary Puckett. And
the Union Gap.
And
right.
Buzz said...
And what exactly was the Union Gap?
You know, it's the spot between the Union and...
okay.
Anyway, Buzz said to me, we were talking about just bad music that we like, and he said, you know that Gary Puckett song, Young Girl?
Yeah.
That's really like, you know... Bad touch.
Forbidden love.
These days, very politically incorrect.
Right, absolutely.
Back then, no problem.
So Gary Puckett, maybe, was he writing from experience?
I don't know. You know what Puckett rhymes with?
Yeah.
Screw it. That's what that rhymes with.
That's right.
We said that a couple of times today.
Screw it.
Anyway, the headline in this week's newspaper, The Onion, might have displeased the White House, maybe set this all off. Bush to appoint someone to be in charge of country. That was the headline.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Now, if the terrorist cells supposedly in this country get more weapons, it won't be with money they've made sponsoring bingo games.
Do you think the terrorist cell go with Sprint or Nextel?
Singular.
Actually, I take it back, because Sprint and Nextel are the same now. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, singular. Or T-Mobile.
The Department of Homeland Security has just given Kentucky...
T-Mobile for terrorist mobile.
Yeah, given Kentucky
T-Mobile.
a $36,000 grant to keep terrorists from using bingo to raise money. The Kentucky Office of Charitable Gaming says the money will supply investigators with 5 laptop computers so they can access terrorist databases.
I-30. I-30.
That's what terrorist bingo sounds like.
All right.
The head of that office says, and I quote, "The potential's just huge. You can earn a lot of money very fast." And
G48?
Deal entirely in cash.
G48. Bingo!
When we come back, where to find the live sex shows.
Oh.
Yeah, Shondel's party. Right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
For all the best in wireless, it's Radio Shack. Come see for yourself now during our Best of the Best wireless sale. With the hot new Sprint PCS phone 8300 by Sanyo, you can get serious music on Sprint featuring 20 great commercial-free music channels of Sirius Satellite Radio. Get this phone for just $99.99 with qualifying new 2-year Sprint subscriber agreement at Radio Shack. Good through 11/5/05 after $30 Radio Shack and Siri rebate. Offer not available in all markets. Restrictions, early termination, activation fees apply. At Sirius Music Service phone $6.95 per month. Details in store.
There are two kinds of bikers. There's the tough, hardcore biker like Smokey here.
Hey, bro.
And then there's the weekend rider like Jeff.
Hey, man.
These two bikers couldn't be more different, except for one thing. You both have Geico motorcycle insurance. Because Geico covers most kinds of motorcycles, and they offer money-saving discounts. So, you see, you guys, you have more in common than you thought.
Neat.
For a free rate quote on motorcycle insurance, visit geico.com or call 1-800-44-CYCLE. Geico Motorcycle Insurance. Let's ride.
Michael.
Don.
If you're groggy in the morning, if you need a nap after lunch, if you just want more energy for work or play, you need 5-Hour Energy.
With 5-Hour Energy, you leave grogginess behind and sail through your day with no jitters or crash.
5-Hour Energy
is a blend of B vitamins, enzymes, and amino acids.
5-Hour Energy has 0 sugar, 0 net carbs, and just enough caffeine. All this in a little 2-ounce bottle that you can carry anywhere and drink anytime.
Think of the possibilities. You're awake and focused all morning, alert and productive all afternoon, and have plenty of energy left for working out, going out, or staying in.
5-Hour Energy. Michael, drink it in seconds.
Feel it in minutes.
Lasts for hours.
Go straight to your nearest Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, GNC, or 7-Eleven now for 5-Hour Energy. That's Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, GNC, or 7-Eleven. Or go to 5hourenergy.com. That's the number 5hourenergy.com.
Don and Mike Afternoons.
Don and Mike, there'll be no mollycoddling.
It's the Don and Mike Show on AM 1550, The Edge.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
It's the Don and Mike Show, followed by Tom Leykis at 7 on The Edge 1550.
NBC News Radio, I'm Tom Costello. A soldier killed in Iraq last week has died, bringing to 2,000 the number of Americans killed there. Before news of the grim milestone was announced, President Bush told a group of military spouses that there is more work to be done in Iraq, and that means more risk. NBC's Jim McLashevsky is at the Pentagon.
A short time ago, one military officer somberly observed that whether today's number is at 1,900 or 2,000 really doesn't matter, because it's very likely that there'll be another American killed tomorrow or the next day or the next.
In Florida, news that it could be weeks before power and other services are restored to homes in the wake of Hurricane Wilma. And Wilma is now making life miserable for people in the Northeast, joining with another storm system to create a powerful nor'easter and already knocking out power to thousands of people in New York City and New Jersey. With heavy winds, the storm is expected to dump several inches of rain and even snow from New Jersey up to Maine. I'm Tom Costello, NBC News Radio.
Time for Mom's Most Shocking Secrets Revealed. Today, Campbell's Cheesy Chicken and Rice Bake. An exclusive investigation uncovers how moms make this delicious meal. First, mix Campbell's cream of chicken soup with chicken and rice. Place into oven. When done, top with cheese. Mouth-watering, yet true. Look for full recipe details at campbellskitchen.com. Mom's hidden truth, finally exposed.
Come home to a home-cooked meal with Campbell's.
Hey, boss.
Yes?
You know how we save so much time with each free carrier pickup we get from the U.S. Postal Service?
Oh, sure.
Well, I figure we can save even more time by using initials.
Uh-huh.
So instead of saying free carrier pickup, we just say FCP.
Right.
It'll save us valuable seconds each week.
Initials, huh? Like GOOMO.
Exactly, sir. What does that stand for?
Get out of my office.
You catch on quickly, sir.
Go to USPS.com today. Print labels, pay for postage, and request a free carrier pickup. It's simple and it's free.
Nursing is an exciting career with many opportunities. Here's what today's nursing professionals are saying.
I think this is a great time to go into the nursing profession.
Nursing offers many opportunities to change and grow.
You can work med-surg,
operating rooms, rehab nursing. That same degree of nursing you can take with you and use it throughout your life.
Feel the rush. For information on a rewarding career, call 800-377-4502 or visit futuresinnursing.org. Sponsored by FIA and the Pennsylvania Higher Education Foundation.
At Pennsylvania's Children's Health Insurance Program, we cover.
No, don't touch.
Hey, slow down.
And we cover.
Whoa, watch your step.
Watch your fingers.
Because despite all you tell them,
What were you thinking?
kids will be kids. If a change has left your kids without health insurance, call CHIP today at 1-800-986-KIDS or visit www.state.pa.us. PA keyword CHIP. All calls are confidential. Sponsored by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Edward G. Rendell, Governor.
Attention swimmers! Get out of the water! Everybody, out of the water immediately!
Dude, is that? It's a pair of thunder thighs. Big ones, too. That mom who's been swimming a lot with her kids must have lost them.
Whoa. I heard about this happening once up at Laguna.
Small step number 54. Play with your kids. It's just one of the many small steps you can take to get healthy. Learn more at www.smallstep.gov.
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Have you been jazzing around yet? It's Sundays from 10 to 12 here on 1550. Get a taste of the latest jazz albums, a concert and club calendar, birthdays, awards, obituaries, and more. Plus featured artist interviews. That's a lot of jazzing. Check it out for yourself. Sponsored in part by Martini's, Route 885 Jefferson, Original Recipe Italian Cooking, and Spider Rondinelli's Pittsburgh Jazz Giants, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Jazzing around. Sundays 10 to 12 here on 1550 The Edge.
Hi, everyone. This is Tom Reed of The Networking Guy, reminding you to listen to the Small Business Hour every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. right here on the Edge AM 1550. This is a program that celebrates the courageous men and women who represent the thousands of small business owners here in the Pittsburgh marketplace. Each show features a panel of dynamic small business experts eager to share their knowledge with you. We will have informative and practical discussions on all the issues that are important to anyone and everyone who owns a small business, is thinking of starting one, or makes their living calling on them. You're going to get ideas, advice, and opinions from other small business owners who are out there every day making it happen. So save those honeydews for the afternoon and join me, Tom Rita, every Saturday morning from 11 to 12 on the Edge AM 1550 for Business in the Fast Lane.
Once upon a time, there was a cottage where lived a young boy. One day, his parents went for a walk.
Boy?
They said, for they never got round to naming him.
Please look after the cottage.
I will. The boy promised. But as soon as they walked down the hill, the boy yelled, Hog! His parents ran back to the cottage.
Where?
They asked, but the boy only laughed. Furious, they left again. Hog! The boy yelled again.
Where?
Asked his parents, but the boy only laughed. Again they left, angrier than before. Suddenly, an energy hog appeared.
Hello.
Now, an energy hog is what you have when humans waste energy.
Boy, am I hungry,
said the hog. Terrified, the boy cried out, Hog! But his parents, suspecting another trick, ignored him. So the boy logged on to energyhog.org, played cool games, learned how to rid the cottage of the energy hog, and became a hero to his family. And the moral is, to use energy wisely, log on to energyhog.org. Or, if you cry hog, it better be a hog calling contest.
This public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Whether they're your spouse, boyfriend, or girlfriend, or you're looking to turn up the heat on your love life, Sassy Sensations is the place to shop. A gift from the exciting world of Sassy Sensations says so much to the person you're giving it to. You'll find everything, including pleasure toys, lingerie, fun games, edibles, and other erotic items the mall wouldn't think of stocking. Speaking of stockings and the like, whether you're outrageously sexy, a simple romantic at heart, or just have a naughty streak, there are Sassy Sensations surprises that will fit you. Sassy Sensations is completely dedicated to love, romance, and total enjoyment in the bedroom or wherever fun takes you. Pamper yourself, intensify each other's intimate moments, and be free to create your own special passion. Come see me, Vanessa, at Sassy Sensations, Route 88 in Castle Shannon, or click your mouse with sassysensations.com and give us a call at 1-877-467-2779. That's right, 1-877-467-2779. Sassy Sensations, where good boys and girls get even better.
Data security and speed can be what puts your business ahead of your competition. But cost is important too. You might be paying every month for bandwidth you don't use. Let's talk about your company's disaster recovery system. Is it as effective and secure as it could be? What are you paying for your T1 line? I'll bet we can offer you a better deal. We're ASP Station, a premier independent server co-location facility and high-speed internet access provider. Virtually unlimited bandwidth, co-location for your backup servers, off-site system backup, and secure access to your equipment 24/7. Check us out on the web at aspstation.net or call us at 412-661-6001. Easy number to remember, 412-661-6001. ASP Station, 412-661-6001.
WURP Braddock. WURP Braddock. Pittsburgh's new talk radio station is 1550 The Edge.
Make an exception for Jerry that he doesn't have to wear their shoes so long as he promises to look at their complete line of shoes first. Company executives are on their way to Little Rock to literally coddle Jerry's feet. The athletic director has not been so flexible. He wants the money. He's told Jerry, wear the Adidas.
Adidas. Yeah, that's what my mom used to say when I was a kid. Oh, I'm not buying you those Adidas.
Adidas.
We're kids. Those Adidas.
My Adidas! And finally, in Oregon, the state Supreme Court has recently given the okay to live sex shows, like what you'd see in Amsterdam.
Well, now, hey, that reminds me of the Las Vegas-style shows we used to do.
Performers touching themselves and each other.
Well.
The Oregon Supreme Court...
Yeah!
Oh. The court's ruled that such shows are constitutionally protected forms of free expression.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Billy Big Boy.
There was one dissenting vote on the court. In his opinion, the justice wrote, he's pretty sure this is not what the Constitution writers had in mind. I'm Buzz Burbank.
Yeah, I've always given you 100%.
On the Don and Mike Show. Showtime.
No! That's it. We got to fly.
For sure.
Our website is donandmikewebsite.com. Our universe remains the 24 radio stations we are broadcasting to now. Yeah, we love our little universe. LIL. Like Captain CAPN, it's LIL. I tell you what, there's one guy we've got it over at this station. Yeah. That's right. The only guy lower on the food chain around here than us. Peter Rose is next.
Yes, Rose is going to have a great show, as usual, tonight.
We'll be back tomorrow with a new episode. And you, my friend, I very rarely tell you this.
Yes.
You got to get out of your mind drunk tonight, okay?
Okay.
Boy, that's tough. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, Mike. Shake it off. Walk it off.
Good day to you, sir.
Jesus, try talking to that ass every day like I have to. See, Mike got to meet with Hughes today for a little while.
It was fine.
And you.
Mary, why you bugging?
Good night, everybody, and have a fabulous tomorrow.
Till we meet again, this is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.
This is the Don and Mike Show.